And we're live. Welcome in, everybody. Thanks so much for stopping by for another presentation here of Behind the Arc Basketball on YouTube, where I'll be calling play-by-play throughout the season here. March Madness, college basketball to NBA. You've got it here with Behind the Arc Basketball on YouTube. What a great matchup in store. Welcome in, guys. Thanks so much for stopping by. Already people in the chat right before the Sports Boy and Vegas Vix. Always a pleasure to have you guys back on the channel. Before I start off the stream, make sure to hit the thumbs up down below, hit the subscribe button as well. We got a great matchup tonight. What is good, Ryan here? Welcome back, my man, over on the channel. Big thank you to everybody for the 800 subs last night. I appreciate it. Let's keep on growing here. We're on the road to 900 and then 1K. Welcome in, Behind the Arc fan. Thanks so much for stopping by. What is good, Vegas Vix? What is good, Patrick? Thanks so much, guys, for being a part of the sports community as we keep on building the channel. Great matchup in store. Number 24, Arizona, taking on number 9, Oregon for this matchup tonight. Arizona has yet to win a big game so far this season. Their best win coming against Illinois during the first week of the season. They crushed the Fighting Illini 90-69, but they haven't been able to win the big games. They lost to number 4 Baylor 63-58. They lost to number 1 Gonzaga 84-80, as they are 0-2 right now against the AP Top 25. They have a chance to change that tonight in a huge matchup on the road in Oregon for this matchup here between these two teams. As far as the Oregon Ducks, disappointing game last week. They lost to Colorado, which propelled Colorado to number 25 in the rankings. It also dropped back Oregon from number 4 to number 9 now, but Oregon bounced back on Saturday. They beat Utah 69-64. Peyton Pritchard has been on fire. He's dropped down 21 points against Colorado, 19 against Utah in the last 2 games. Hey, thanks so much, Vegas Vix. I appreciate it. Congrats on the 800. Let's keep this going, guys. This has been awesome. You guys are the real MVPs over here on the channel, and I appreciate the support. You guys have been awesome. It's been a blast to call these games throughout the season, and hopefully these games just keep on getting better and better each and every week or so. For the Oregon Ducks, they've got 3 wins against top 25 teams this season. They beat Memphis 82-74. Won against Seton Hall by 2, 71-69. Also won against Michigan, 71-70. Why no Thunder versus Rockets or Celtics versus 76ers is because I can't get the TV stations for those channels tonight. It's ESPN is putting on college basketball, so that's what I'm able to get tonight. I can't get like the station that covers the Celtics. I can't get like most of the games that they cover the Celtics for, because that's like a premium channel that costs like money or so, and I don't have that channel here at my house, so that's the reason why. But no problem. I'll update you guys throughout the scores of what's going on throughout the NBA, college basketball, what's going on throughout the scores today here. Celtics in a tight one against the 76ers right now, 86-85 to score with about 8 minutes left to go in the fourth quarter. Pistons, same score, 86-85. They lead against the Cavaliers. And Timberwolves up against the Trailblazers, 52-42. Rockets Thunder, that game tips off in about 30 minutes from now. Yep, 2 more months until March Madness, so this is great, guys. We keep on building up this play-by-play community. Welcome over on Sportscaster, everybody. Jay Evans 26, thanks so much for stopping by as we're streaming live on Sportscaster as well. Wildchild 88, thanks so much for stopping by as well over on Sportscaster. Got a big basketball game in store tonight between these two teams going down here. Arizona against Oregon for a big Pac-12 matchup. Let's see, Jimmy Jan, welcome back on the channel, my man. Thanks so much for stopping by once again. He's going to take Arizona in this one, so he's got Arizona on the road. They've been playing really good. Yeah, Arizona won their last game, and that score, they just crushed their rival, Arizona State, in the last game on Saturday, 75-47. The player here has got to be Zeke Naji to look out for the Arizona Wildcats. Hey, welcome in, Triet. And Folly Dante, yeah, and Folly Dante on Oregon here. So we got some young studs from the top 100 recruiting class playing against each other here. And Folly Dante from the country of Mali, he was supposed to play in 2020 for college basketball for the 2020-21 season, but he reclassified into the 2019-20 college basketball season a year earlier. So he's here for the Oregon Ducks. He's been mainly a bench player this year for N'Faly Dante. He's a big body, tall, really tall, 6'11" for N'Faly. Zeke Naji is a big man too here, 6'11", same size there for Zeke Naji. He's going to be the impact player tonight for sure for Arizona here. Utah Utes are underdogs. Patriots putting out here? Yeah, they have a couple good quality wins this season. Got one against Kentucky there for Utah, so we'll see if they can build up that resume. They were playing Oregon close. They lost to Oregon by 5. Let's see, Karen putting in here. What's good, Karen? Thanks so much for joining me here. I welcome you in. Thanks so much for being a part of the channel. Who do I think's gonna win? Oh man, I think it's gonna be a close one. I'm gonna go Arizona in this game. Arizona, I feel like, needs a big win. They're right outside the top 25. I feel like when you're just barely, or they're right inside, like, the outside portion of the top 25, I feel like, since they're at number 24, I feel like they're more motivated to come out on top. Even though Oregon didn't have a great showing last week against Colorado, I think this is going to be a close game. Arizona hasn't been able to win a top 25 game so far this year. I feel like third time will be the charm tonight for the Wildcats in this one. Ryan putting in here, he might end up falling asleep during this one. No problem. This is feel free to do whatever you guys would like. It's been that type of week, though. Hey, welcome in, Vaughn, here over on the channel. I welcome you. Thanks so much for being a part here, Vaughn, once again. Who do I got in that game? Tennessee or Baltimore, Karen's putting out here. I've got Baltimore as well. Karen's got Tennessee, okay. And Ryan's got the Ravens. Wow, that would be an interesting story if Tennessee, the underdogs, were able to come out on top. Odell or Edelman? I'm still going to go Julian Edelman, man. I'm not going to go up against him. I know it's just, he led the NFL in drops this season, but, I mean, he was hurting big time. I feel like he's going to be due for, like, hopefully, like, he's got one more in the can, I hope, for the Patriots coming up for next season. Vaughn at the Subman's English class. Well, there you go. I bet that you had a much better day today in your English class. We're going to have a great basketball game in store, everybody. Make sure to smash the thumbs up down below. Hit the subscribe button as well, as I call play-by-play here, basketball action on Behind the Arc Basketball on YouTube. Jimmy Jam putting in here. Good call. Arizona wins by 3. He has gotten this one. He has so much talent on the Browns this season, and OBJ, and just, it was just not there at all. I feel like that's all on the head coach, though. So, the Browns were just the biggest disappointment in the NFL this season. That's all on Freddie Kitchens. That's why he got canned. Just, that team was a disappointment big time. They were also, like, no discipline on the team whatsoever from this season. So, great matchup in store. Arizona leads the series 51-32. The Wildcats haven't won at Oregon, by the way, since January 8th of 2015. So, we're talking about, like, 5 years ago, basically, from yesterday. That was the last win for Arizona at the home court of Oregon at Matthew Knight Arena. This game should be a good matchup here. Pac-12 tonight. We'll take a look, see what the scores are, what's going on throughout the NBA at the moment. 76ers, they were down by 14 points against the Celtics in the second quarter. Now they're leading by 4, 91-87 is the score in that game. Close one. Pistons-Cavs. Pistons lead that one 92-91. And Timberwolves up against the Trailblazers, 57-47. There was a couple of games going on tonight throughout the NBA. No Joel Embiid, by the way, tonight, as he had that gruesome finger injury earlier this week. I'm not sure if any of you guys saw that, but man, that was ugly. Joel Embiid with a finger injury. It's just bent, just like snapped like upwards. Like it was going like upwards with his finger. He couldn't like keep it like down. Like he couldn't like bend it all with his hand. It's just poked upwards. For Joel Embiid, it was just insanely gross. But let's see our college basketball going on tonight. I'm gonna update you guys. We got the game going in overtime right now. Purdue against Michigan. This game's going in overtime, tied up at 62. Memphis is getting whooped tonight against Wichita State. Wichita State's up 66-59. And Michigan State against Minnesota. That game tips off at the same time here, as I'll be calling Oregon versus Arizona. Thanks so much, guys, for being a part here on the channel, and a big thank you to everybody who was a part here of the 800 plus subs last night. I really do appreciate it. Hey, welcome on Sportscaster Gavin, my man. Thanks so much for stopping by on the channel. National Love 95, welcome in over on Sportscaster. Thanks so much for being a part here. Hey, welcome guys over on YouTube. Forrest here on the channel. Go Ducks. So welcome in. We got an Oregon fan. This is awesome. So we're going to build up the fan bases here throughout the channel. I call play-by-play of basketball action, the NBA, college basketball, March Madness tournament, all here on Behind the Arc Basketball on YouTube. So if you guys enjoy what I do, make sure to smash the like, hit the thumbs up, hit the subscribe as well. as we'll get ready to tip off this game in like 2 or 3 minutes from now. Oregon at home taking on Arizona. This one at Eugene at Matthew Knight Arena. Hey, welcome on the channel. I don't know anymore. Welcome back, my man. Yeah, that finger injury with Embiid just looked absolutely disgusting. Mohamed Sanu or Will Fuller? Will Fuller all day. Mohamed Sanu was just a huge drop cause this year for the Patriots. Should have took Emmanuel Sanders, and unfortunately, it just bit them there. Sanu couldn't get like any separation at all. He got a couple of easy balls from Tom, like right across the middle of the field. Couldn't haul any of them in. There was one really just sad pass. It was against the Dolphins, little crosser for two yards, and he couldn't haul it in. Let's take a look here. So the 2 guards for Arizona we're going to have to watch out for tonight. The freshmen, ranked in the top 15 of the 2019 recruiting class, Josh Green, and the point guard Nico Mannion. Nico Mannion leading the Pac-12 in assists per game right now. If I had to describe Nico Mannion to you guys, he is basically like the next Andy Dalton right now for Nico Mannion of Arizona. Also watch out for the freshman Zeke Naji of Arizona. Nico Mannion taking on Peyton Pritchard, the point guard tonight for Oregon. As we're going to get ready for this tip-off right now, hit the thumbs up, hit the subscribe button if you guys are new to the channel, as I'll be calling play-by-play in a great game tonight. Number 24, Arizona, taking on number 9, Oregon. So Oregon gets the... Oregon with a tip right there. It's going to be Arizona who gets it, though. Arizona at the right wing perimeter, dribbling, puts the ball into Mannion. Mannion, top of the key, swings it over right wing into the hands of Dylan Smith, the senior. Smith now makes his move inside. Low post, Arizona. They take the shot right baseline, and we get a foul. Low post here. Looks like the Wildcats going to shoot 2 at the free throw line. So, first 21 seconds in the game right now. And this game just started up. 2 shots coming up. Number 22, Zeke Naji, the freshman at the line, shooting 2 for the Wildcats. Hey, welcome in Gavin over on the channel. Yep, don't forget to subscribe to my football channel as well. It is called Final Yard Football, so feel free to sub to that one. We got 2 shots coming up at the free throw line by Arizona. First shot is up. First shot a miss, though. That one's no good by Zeke Naji. Hey, welcome in Goddess over here on the channel on Sportscaster. I appreciate it right now for being a part. Second shot, that one's good at the free throw line by Arizona. They lead 1-0. Oregon with the basketball, left wing perimeter now for the Ducks, into the hands of Peyton Pritchard. Pritchard at the left wing, passes over top of the key. Anthony Mathis over to Pritchard once again. Pritchard, left wing perimeter, dribbling towards his right, passes this one off to Mathis. Lob pass inside, right baseline, into the hands of Okoro. Back outside, they take a right wing 3, no good. Back iron off the mark, rebound by Nico Mannion of Arizona. 1-0 the score, Zona leads. Mannion, top of the key to the left wing, dribbling, hands this one off to his teammate, and now passes over to the right wing. To the right corner, the 3-point perimeter. Zeke Naji has it, passes over right wing to Chase Jeter. Jeter, top of the key. Hands this one off. Josh Green with the basketball. Green over to Dylan Smith. Dylan Smith, top of the key. Smith now, dribble drive inside, puts up the shot. Right elbow, no good. Tipped around. Ball rebound by Oregon. Ducks have it now as we welcome you guys over to the channel. Ducks, dribble drive inside, floats up the shot. That one tipped out of bounds, blocked, and last touch by Zeke Naji of Arizona. So the Oregon Ducks will get the basketball back coming up as we just start out the game in a couple minutes. Sammy Watkins or Julio Jones? I'll go with Julio there as well. Is this Arizona State? It is Arizona, as in Arizona Wildcats. It's the University of Arizona. It's not Arizona State University. Step back 3, left wing. This one's up in the air. No good by Peyton Pritchard. Gets his own offensive rebound, though, for the Ducks. Oregon with the basketball stolen away as Naji steals at the left baseline from Pritchard. They have it top of the key. Mannion passes over left wing. Shot fake here, Arizona. Back over to Mannion. Mannion calling the play at the top of the key, guarded by Pritchard. Nico Mannion with the basketball. 18-10 left to go in the first half. Back over top of the key, Jeter passes over Mannion. Mannion, right wing perimeter, dribble drive, low post, floats up the shot, up in the key, and it's good by Nico Mannion for 2 right there. 3-0 the score, 2 minutes through, as Nico Mannion leads the Pac-12 in assists per game so far this season. Oregon with the basketball at the left wing perimeter. Peyton Pritchard dishes this one back to the top of the key. Ducks bounce pass, right baseline. Anthony Mathis swings it back outside, stolen away by Mannion. Mannion with Pritchard to beat, going up to the hole, and he lays it up and in for 2. Got a great game so far, what Arizona's been able to do in this one. Off the steal by Nico Mannion, he's already got, he's already got 4 points in this game so far. Vegas Vic's going with Oregon in this one, and I don't know anymore, putting on Michigan in overtime. Yep, Michigan against Purdue, that game's in overtime, so I'll track it for you guys, and I'll update you guys with the score during commercial break. Sloppy start to this one for the Ducks right now. Top of the key, Pritchard passing over left wing perimeter into the hands of Duarte. Duarte, dribble drive, low post, puts up the shot, back iron, no good. Rebound by Arizona here as they get the basketball. Mannion, top of the key. Mannion dribbles towards his right, makes his move inside, floats up the shot. Nico Mannion in this game is completely on fire already. 6 points by Nico, 7-zip to score. Oregon takes a 3, right corner. They're just stone cold right now as they miss the 3-point shot. Arizona has it. 16:45 left to go in the first. Right corner 3, it's up in the air. Arizona no good. Back iron. Big rebound coming up. I think Oregon got as Arizona commits the rebounding foul. It's Peyton Pritchard who is the one who came up with the rebound. Stops the clock. 16:41 left to go. Oregon by 7, right? Oregon leads by 7 right now in this game. Behind the Arc fan's gonna put Oregon by 7. Vegas Vix, he says, thinks that Oregon's gonna win this one in this game so far. Yeah, Arizona's leading by 7 up against Oregon at the moment right now. Awesome, Vaughn. So Vaughn's gonna get a job in the spring. Maybe he'll work for Dick's Sporting Goods. I know he was telling me about Dick's Sporting Goods a little while back. Oregon pushing it around the perimeter. Left wing perimeter for the Ducks into the hands here of Pritchard. Now into the hands of Richardson. Richardson bounce pass into the key. That ball, bad pass right there into the key by Oregon as they turn it over. And it's going to go back to Arizona. Bad pass by Shakar Justin out of bounds. 16:18 left to go in the first half. Not a good start so far in this game by the Ducks. Hey, thanks so much for the follow here on Sportscaster. I appreciate it, Goddess. Thanks so much for being a part of my Sportscaster platform. We're streaming live on Sportscaster and YouTube right now, so I appreciate it, everybody who has come out to this stream tonight. If you guys are new to the channel, make sure to hit the thumbs up, spike the like, hit the subscribe button as well. Big thank you to everybody who got me to 800 subs last night. Arizona with the ball into the hands of Nico Mannion. Mannion takes a 3, top of the key, no good. Back iron, big rebounds by Oregon right there by the Ducks, number 33, Francis Okoro. Puts it into the hands of Pritchard, passing over the right wing of the perimeter. Will Richardson has it. Richardson at the right corner, passes over, back over to Pritchard, left wing, swings it over to the left corner. Into the hands of Justin, back over to Pritchard. Pritchard guarded by Mannion. Pritchard now at the top of the key dribbling. 10 on the shot clock. Pritchard, top of the key 3, he takes it. This one's up, it's good. Leave it to the senior leader to make a bucket right there, a big one to draw within 4 in this game off the top of the key by Peyton Pritchard for Oregon. 7-3, 15-20 left to go in the first half. Arizona with the basketball, right wing, Dylan Smith. Smith feeds it inside to Najee. Najee backing his way inside the low post, passes back outside. Smith takes a 3, right wing up, no good. Hit the bottom left part of the backboard, rebound Oregon. Ducks with the ball. They have a top of the key, Pritchard. Pritchard moving towards his right. Hands this one off. Now into the hands of Duarte. Duarte towards his left. Now Richardson has the basketball. Hands it off once again. Duarte passing over to Pritchard. Pritchard top of the key. Hands it off once again. Richardson. Richardson top of the key now Oregon. Oregon with the basketball moving into the lane. Richardson floats it up. That shot no good. He got fouled though. And Will Richardson should be... Let's see if it's going to be... We got 10 seconds on the shot clock. We had a foul in the last play. 14:50 left to go. And we're going to update you guys with that. I think it's going to be, we'll take a look at the play-by-play for just a moment to see. That's going to be, foul by Dylan Smith. So foul by Dylan Smith, and Oregon will shoot 2 coming up at the free throw line right after these commercial messages. So, right now we're just on commercial break. Make sure to hit the thumbs up, hit the subscribe, everybody. Thanks so much for stopping by. As it's a big matchup tonight in the Pac-12 between these two teams as we are on Behind the Arc Basketball calling play-by-play tonight on YouTube. We'll be back after these commercial messages. Alright, so back on the chat right now. Hey, welcome in Thunderbolt here. He thinks that Oregon will win the game. So yeah, we got some Oregon and Arizona pretty much split half and half with who he thinks gonna win in this one in the chat tonight. This is pretty good. Vaughn putting out, what is going to happen to him on Monday? I think you're going to be fine, Vaughn. I think you're going to be very well fine, whatever happens. I hope they're able to pull you out of that gym class, though, and not be with those students in that gym class, and you'll be able to be switched around with your schedule into a much better class. That's what I hope that happens to you, Vaughn. Thunderbolt putting out Arizona will just stop trying at the second half in this one. Actually, if I had a bet on this game, I would go with the Wildcats in this one. I think that this is going to be a great matchup, though, with these two teams. I really do hope so tonight. But if I had a bet on the game, I would go Arizona. Arizona knows that they haven't won any big games this season. This would definitely hurt their resume pretty badly if they're not able to win this game tonight for Arizona because they haven't won against a top 25 team all season. They didn't win against a top 25 team last year. So the last time that they won against the top 25 team was back in 2018 when Arizona State was ranked at number 28. Ryan putting out, has Zion either been rolled out or in or out yet for tomorrow? I believe he's not going to play, but they haven't ruled him out yet about that. Let's see. I'm just going to check up his status because I've been following Zion's injury status throughout today, and it doesn't look like... Yeah, there's not... Okay, so... Alright, so here's a report by Bleacher Report 3 hours ago. Zion Williamson will not make Pelicans' debut against the Knicks. So, it looks they just updated that, so he will not make his debut tomorrow. So, yeah, unfortunately, I'm not going to call that game then tomorrow. Yeah, I'm going to rest up for Saturday. Saturday is going to be a big stream for you guys. Baylor against Kansas, and then a football game at night. Ravens against Tennessee on the football channel. So, yeah, Zion has been rolled out for tomorrow. That's unfortunate because if Zion had played his first game in the NBA this year, I would have loved to call it, but he's been rolled out, so it makes it less impactful. Hey, welcome on the channel, Mala E. Thanks so much for stopping by here. She's got Oregon for this game. Welcome in. I appreciate it. So I call play-by-play of basketball action, college basketball, the NBA, the March Madness tournament, all here on Behind the Arc Basketball on YouTube. 2 shots at the free throw line by Oregon by number 0, Will Richardson, as we are back after commercial break. This one's up. This one is good by Will Richardson, putting this game to a 3-point game. 7-4 to score, 14:50 left to go in the first half. Hey, welcome back, Old Head Deuce. I appreciate it, man. Thanks so much for stopping by on the channel once again tonight. Let me know, guys, how you guys have been as well throughout today. Hopefully everybody's day has been going down pretty well. That shot also good at the free throw line by Will Richardson of the Ducks. 7-5 to score. Arizona basketball with Dylan Smith. Passes past the half-court logo. Top of the key, Zeke Naji swings it over right wing. Into the hands of Mannion as he is guarded here by Anthony Mathis. Passes over top of the key, back over to Mannion. Mannion now dribbles. Top of the key, still with the basketball. Mannion, spin move inside. Try to float it up. Stolen away here. Oregon with a fast break. One man to beat. Pritchard passes back into the lane with a layup. No good. Too strong off the backboard. And Numbers with a 3-on-1. And the ball gets tipped out of bounds. 14:22 left to go in the first half. That is a golden opportunity for the Ducks, and they just missed it, and the ball got tipped out of bounds by Oregon, too, so Arizona will get it back. Hey, welcome in, NFL Nation. Thanks so much, my man, for stopping by on the channel right now. 7-5, Arizona with the basketball. 14:15 left to go in the first half. Wildcats with the ball. Right wing, Mannion passes over to the left wing, into the hands of Dylan Smith. Smith. Now back over to Mannion. Left wing guarded by Richardson. Swings it over to the right corner. Shot fake here. Joel drive. Right baseline. Low post. Putting up the shot. Is blocked. Big block. Low post by N'Faly Dante of the Ducks. It was, the basketball, though, it was a blocking foul by N'Faly Dante. Are they going to say, no, it got blocked out of bounds. So it went blocked out of bounds. So it was blocked out of bounds. Actually, Arizona will get it right back. Wildcats with the ball. Dribble drive into the lane. Floats up the shot. That one no good by Dylan Smith. Rebounded. On the offensive rebound. And Zeke Naji gets it. Puts it up and in. Big offensive rebounds for 2 right there as Arizona gets it. 9-5 to score. Pritchard has it right wing. Passing over into the hands now of Will Richardson. Richardson moving towards his right. Hands it back over to Pritchard. Pritchard back over to Richardson here of Oregon. Oregon with the basketball. Pritchard has it. Top of the key. As he is guarded by Dylan Smith. Pritchard at the edge of the Oregon logo, dribbling towards his left. 6 on the shot clock. Pritchard swings it inside. Left elbow beat. Left baseline jumper. That one no good by Shakur Juiston. Rebounded by Zeke Naji of Arizona. Mannion takes a 3. Right wing. No good. Rebound Oregon. 13-10 left to go in the first half. Oregon grabs the rebound. Peyton Pritchard has it at the free throw circle. Pritchard passing back outside to the right wing perimeter into the hands of Will Richardson. If you guys are new to the channel, make sure to hit the thumbs up down below. Hit the subscribe button as well as I call play-by-play basketball action here on Behind the Arc Basketball on YouTube. That shot in the key, no good by Will Richardson. Rebounded by Arizona. 12:45 left to go in the first half. Arizona with the basketball. They take the open jumper. Left wing 3. It's off the mark. No good, though, by Jamerl Baker Jr. Rebound Oregon. Ducks with the ball. Past the half-court logo. Dribble drive inside. They swing it back outside. Richardson feeds it over to Pritchard. Pritchard now with the left elbow. Passing back over to the right wing. They take a deep 3. This one's up. This one is good. Big 3-point shot from the outside right there by Will Richardson to get the crowd going and puts this game to a 1-point game. 9-8. Not a whole lot of offense in this one, unlike yesterday's NBA game, but it's been basically defense so far in this one. 9-8 as we approach 12 minutes left to go. Wildcats with the ball at the left wing. Into the hands of Mannion. Mannion top of the key. Guarded by Mathis. Makes his move inside Mannion. With a right hand. He scoops. He scores right there off the backboard by Nico Mannion for 2. Nico Mannion, huge player in the state of Arizona for high school basketball the past couple years for Nico Mannion, as that ball was no good by Arizona in the key. Oregon grabs the rebound. Oregon with the basketball, they take a left wing 3. That one's off the mark, no good, and it gets rebound by Arizona. Arizona has it. Dribble drive. Low post. They put up the shot. That one, no good, but we get a foul on the play. And it's going to stop the clock. 11:30 left to go in the first half here. I believe it's an Oregon foul as Jamerl Baker Jr. got fouled inside the low post. We're going to head over to commercial break. If you guys are new over to the channel, make sure to hit the like down below. Hit the subscribe button as well, as I call play-by-play of action here, basketball and Behind the Arc Basketball on YouTube. Let's see, right back over in the chat. Hopefully everybody is going well today. Thanks so much, guys, for being a part here on the channel. Yeah, Baylor against Kansas, indeed. That game is going to be huge on Saturday. Number 4 against number 3. That's going to be indeed a huge battle. Let's see. I'm going to go right back up to the chat here. Vaughn putting out. Do you remember when he talked about that girl who was bullying him back in when he went to that school? Yes, I do remember that, Vaughn. Hopefully she just doesn't ever do that ever again to you. I hope that everything is going well in that aspect there, and that you probably don't talk to her. All that dude's putting out Arizona doesn't pass the eye test, only Ravens Nation. Oh man, it's Tennessee going up against Baltimore. We're going to have to see how Tennessee's defense fares against Baltimore trying to stop Lamar Jackson. It's so tough to prepare for that offense. I mean, it's just so crazy how to, like, prepare for a Lamar Jackson offense that just comes straight out of the pistol. So, yeah, right now we're just on the commercial break. We're going to dig into some of the box score stats for this game right now. We're also live on Sportscaster. Feel free to check me out. Also, I call play-by-play over on the football channel. Feel free to check me out over on Final Yard Football. That is on YouTube, and that is my football channel that I call play-by-play on. So check that out as well if you guys would like. So let's see here. Leading score for Arizona, 8 points by Nico Mannion. Doing great so far as he is 4 for 5 from the floor by Nico. 3 points by Zeke Naji so far in this game for Arizona. For Oregon, the leading scorer, 3 points by Anthony Mathis. Peyton Pritchard also with 3 points. He's got 4 rebounds, though, for Peyton Pritchard. A smaller type of player, though, for Peyton, coming out for his senior season. 6'2" for Peyton Pritchard. Usually you don't see a point guard snagging 4 rebounds like this early on in the game. So currently we're on commercial break. We'll head right back over to the stream in just a moment as we got some shots coming up at the free throw line. 11:30 left to go in the first half. Yeah, she isn't in that school. Yeah, it's at your old school, the school that you went to before you went to the new school. So that's good. You're just not able to see her ever again because she isn't in that school. And hopefully you don't have her on social media, that you don't need to see what she's posting on social media either. Jimmy Jim's got the Chiefs in his company poll. $240 in the pot there. Huge Texas Tech fan. Love Mahomes, so there's a good chance to take the pot. Yeah, if I had to pick that game, I would go Kansas City this weekend. I would go KC too. That's awesome. Mahomes' roots lie right there with Texas Tech. Oh man, Texas Tech was great at college football, like back in the day. I think 2009 they got like the #1 ranking for like a part of the year. They had Graham Harrell as quarterback. Michael Crabtree was the wide receiver. He had that incredible catch in the game winner against Texas. I remember that, the game winner against Texas. Both of the shots go down at the free throw line by Arizona. Oregon takes a 3 and they connect with it as well. 13-11 is the score right now as Arizona has it. 11:10 left to go in the first half. Wildcats with the basketball. Left wing perimeter, passing over to the top of the key now for the Wildcats. They have it now into the hands at the right wing perimeter of Jamerl Baker Jr. passing over top of the key. Arizona moving towards their left. Dylan Smith passes over top of the key here with Matt Wayland with the basketball, and they pass it to the right corner. They take a jumper. That one is up. It's going to be a three-point shot that goes down by the Wildcats. 16-11. Now the score, 5-point ball game. Oregon in the key gets it stripped and stolen away. Francis Okoro loses the basketball. Play in transition. Arizona going coast to coast right there. Jamming it down. Ira Lee going up with a two-handed jam off a pass right there in the key by his teammate. Right back into him as a trailer, and he jams it down for two. 10:25 left to go in the first half. Oregon with the ball moving towards their right. As they have it now into the hands of Mathis. Mathis making his move towards the right wing perimeter as he is guarded by Koloko of Arizona. Back over to Richardson. Richardson passes back outside the right wing three. That one no good by Pritchard. Tipped around in the key. Rebound to Arizona in a big way there by Christian Koloko. Koloko with the ball puts it now into the hands of number 11, Ira Lee. Lee now top of the key. Feeds it inside. Low post. Backdoor cut. Nobody was able to get the cutting Ira Lee right there for Oregon. For Arizona. He jams it down for two behind the Oregon defense. 22-11 is the score as the Wildcats lead it. 9:58 left to go in the first half. Timeout Dana Altman right now as we'll go to another commercial break here. Make sure to hit the thumbs up down below. Hit the subscribe button, everybody, as I call play-by-play of basketball here. College basketball, the NBA, the March Madness tournament, all on Behind the Arc Basketball on YouTube. Yeah, that is right. I think that was 2009. So yeah, that was huge. I think that was in middle school when I saw that game. Graham Harrell going up. I believe it was against Sam. Who was it? I think Colt McCoy was the QB for Texas, I think, in that game. And Sam Bradford was the QB at Oklahoma at the time. I remember that conference, though. That conference was stacked. And then the following year, Missouri with Chase Daniel. They were like a top 10 team, and they knocked off number 1 Oklahoma with Sam Bradford. 22-11, Oregon with the ball. They have it left wing perimeter. Pritchard, left side baseline. Dribbles back out, passes over to the right corner to take a three, a big one. Swoosh right there by Oregon, puts this one back to 6. 20-14 now the score. 9:20 left to go in the first half. Nico Mannion has the basketball, right wing perimeter. As he hands this one off to Josh Green. Green feeds it over top of the key now as Arizona has it. Puts the ball into the hands of Ira Lee. Lee guarded. Feeds it inside. Low post. They take the jumper. Najee in the key. They're just too big right there for the 2-point shot. Using the big man in this game for Arizona. They got a couple of them with Koloko and Najee in this game right now. Oregon low post puts up the shot. That one's up and good by Will Richardson for 2. 6-point game, 8:45 left to go in the first half right now. Arizona with the basketball. Nico Mannion, guarded right wing here by Will Richardson. Passes over top of the key. Swings it back out to the right wing. Back over left wing here. Dribble drive. They take a deep two. That one left elbow. Up and good. That one's good for 2 right there by Nico Mannion. 24-16. Mannion already with double-digit points. 8:25 left to go in the first half. Richardson with the basketball for Oregon. Puts the ball into the hands of Pritchard. Dribbles towards his right. Now hands it off to Mathis. Mathis swings it back over. Top of the key, Duarte. Duarte. Dribble drive inside. Duarte floats it up with a contact. Duarte gets it to fall for the 2-point shot. And is it going to count here or what? I thought they're going to change the scoreboard or what? Was that a foul by Duarte? I think, they're going to say offensive. They're going to say offensive foul, so no scoreboard change. 24-16 is the score. That clearly appeared to be an Arizona foul. Wow. They're going to call Chris Duarte of Oregon with a push-off. And Arizona will get it back with 8:13 left to go in the first half. Purdue, Michigan, fireworks in that game. Yeah, I know. That game it went into overtime. So, yeah, once we get to commercial break again, I'll update you guys with that score. 24-16, 8 minutes left to go in the first half. Now, if you guys are new to the channel, hit the thumbs up down below. Hit the subscribe button. Turnaround jumper. Right baseline, Arizona hits it. Josh Green hits that one for 2. The largest lead of the game here by Sean Miller's squad. They lead by 10. 26-16 with 7:45 left to go in the first half as Oregon has the basketball. Past the timeline for the Ducks. Pritchard hands this one off as they have it over to Mathis. Mathis with the basketball, right wing perimeter. Passes over to Pritchard. Now at the left corner. Pritchard drilling left baseline. Now into the hands of Duarte. Duarte swings it back over to Pritchard. Pritchard at the left wing perimeter. Dribbles towards the top of the key. Guarded by Dylan Smith. Pritchard dribbles now inside at the right elbow. Makes his move. Back outside, he passes. That's a deep 3. Oregon takes it. No good on the 3-point shot. Gets rebound by Arizona. Arizona basketball. 26 even. 7:10 left to go in the first half. Wildcats feed it inside. Low post. Najee. Najee Inside the low post, we got a foul on the play committed by the Ducks, they will say, with 7:09 left to go in the first half. Timeout here on the court, so we'll go on to commercial break, everybody. And I'll update you guys with the scores of what's going on throughout everything going on right now. So currently we're on Sportscaster as well. Feel free to take a look at that. I just posted in the link as well. Let's see here. Right back over on the channel. Welcome in, Alex, my man. Thanks so much for stopping by from the DMV Sports Net right now. I appreciate it, dude. Tough night for the Celtics. I don't know anymore is putting. Yes, a very rough night. Oof. That's not good, man. 3 in a row. Ouch, this is not going well for the Celtics. They also had the easiest schedule, by the way, according to the ESPN Power Index throughout 2019. So, this is not good, man. Not good at all. I'm a Celtics fan, by the way, and this just hurts. Just this entire week of Boston sports is just hurting right now. Oof, hopefully there can be a major turnaround. So, yeah, Celtics lost today to the 76ers. They were leading by 14 in the second quarter. They lost 109-98. Pistons in overtime against the Cavaliers. Talk about overtime today. We got some overtime games with Michigan, and some teams from Michigan. Seems like the Michigan teams against another team from the Great Lakes goes into overtimes. Cavaliers, Pistons, 104-102 in overtime with 4 minutes left to go in OT. And in college basketball, we got an overtime game, double overtime, Michigan versus Purdue. Oh, man, imagine if that game was on right now. That would be crazy. Oh, I wish they had put that game on ESPN. That game is on Fox Sports 1, so unfortunately, I can't get Fox Sports 1 here, but that game's in double overtime. Michigan leading Purdue 80-75 at Ann Arbor. Talking about Michigan, former Michigan head coach John Beilein, now for the Cavaliers, talking about his team earlier today, calling them a bunch of thugs there, and with a team meeting, just, oh man, I think he meant to use the term slugs there to mean that they were slow in the court. It's just been an unfortunate season once again for the Cavaliers, but just a bad look there for John Beilein in his first ever season as head coach. All that Deuce in the chat putting out Oregon needs a big dunk. I hope that this game can be close. Last night we had a great matchup that led to a 1-point victory last night by the Denver Nuggets as they beat the Dallas Mavericks by 1. Alex putting out his Sportscaster is a huge buffer mode, but he is using his computer. That's interesting. Yeah, sometimes I have a problem with Sportscaster from time to time. Yep, at least we still have the Bruins. And hopefully there can be something going on as far as like a team from New England that makes the tournament. I don't care what seed they get. Just give me one team from New England that can make the NCAA tournament. I hope it's there. I hope Providence can make it in. Right now, I think they're 4-0 in conference play to start out. So we're back to action. Nico Mannion with the basketball. Arizona leads by 10. 26-16, 7 minutes remain in the first half. They put up the shot, no good. Zeke Naji is a miss as Oregon grabs the rebound. They have it right wing perimeter, Duarte. Duarte now dribbles top of the key, swings it over to Pritchard. Pritchard, deep three, up in the air, no good. Rattled around the rim, a rebound by Arizona. If you guys are new to the channel, make sure to spike the like, hit the thumbs up down below, hit the subscribe button as they call play-by-play here at Basketball Action and Behind the Arc Basketball on YouTube. Feel free, guys, to let me know who you're rooting for if you guys are new over in the channel as well. Arizona with the ball. Nico Mannion takes a deep three. Top of the key. This one's up in the air. No good. Hits the front rim. Rebound Oregon. Oregon ball. 6:20 left to go in the first half. Ducks have it with Pritchard past the timeline. Pritchard left wing. Passing over to the left wing perimeter to his teammate now. This is Chris Duarte. Duarte at the top of the free throw circle. Hands it off to Mathis. Mathis passes over to Pritchard at the right wing perimeter. Pritchard guarded by Jamarl Baker. Passing over to the left corner. As Oregon still has the basketball. They have it into the hands of Duarte. Duarte, dribble drive, left baseline jumper. He takes it. He gets it for 2. Big shot there by Duarte. Let's see, right back in the chat. Landon, welcome in, man. Michigan, Purdue in overtime, 80-75 in double overtime right now. Arizona with the basketball, right baseline. They feed it back outside to the right wing, swing it over to the left wing. Dribble drive, inside, into the lane. They bank it up and in off the backboard by the Wildcats. It will count for 2 right there on the bucket, and they got fouled. So going to the free throw line to shoot the and one will be number 0 for Arizona, Josh Green. He has the chance to put this game to the largest lead tonight. The largest lead right now is 10. We'll see if he can get it to 11 here for the Wildcats. Great game so far on the road by Arizona. They are 0-2 against AP top 25 opponents this season, trying to not fall behind and go 0-3. That shot is good at the free throw line by Josh Green. Yes, so the number 24 and the number 9 are power rankings. Yep, so 24 and 9 are the rankings that they are ranked according to their AP Top 25 poll right now. Oregon scoring inside right there as that bucket goes down inside the low post. 29-20 Arizona basketball. They take it past the half-court logo. Oh, nice pass inside. Backdoor cut, but a huge block from behind by the Ducks. Oregon going to get back the ball. Pritchard passing over left wing. Open three. They take it in transition. Oregon misses it though. Missed shot by Will Richardson of the Ducks. Arizona rebound. Arizona has it. Oregon steals it right back. Richardson. Pass over. Full outlet to Pritchard. Layup into the lane. Pritchard lays it up and in off the backboard for 2. This one getting closer. Was 10 points just a moment ago. We're actually 11 points. Now it's gone to 7. 29-22. Make sure to spike the like down below. Hit the subscribe. Arizona basketball. They have it at the left corner. Oh, open 3. Arizona takes it. They hit it. Nice 3-point shot look right there, and they got it right from the beginning. Nice ball movement around the perimeter. 32-22. Hey, welcome in. I don't know anymore over in the Sportscaster stream as well. I appreciate it, my man. Ooh, yep, I got it. I appreciate it, my man. Thanks so much for stopping by. So he's over on Sportscaster. Nice bounce on pass into the key, and what a finish. What a finish by N'Faly Dante, the freshman from the country of Mali, for 2 right there by the Ducks. 32-24. Arizona taking a quick 3 without even passing it as they pass the half-court logo. No good. Rebound Oregon. Oregon with the ball left wing. Now they make the move inside. Free throw circle. Richardson passes back outside. Left baseline. Now for the Ducks. And the Ducks get the basketball back into the hands of Pritchard. Pritchard left wing perimeter. One more like to 15. See if we can get it on the channel. And I'll check the chat with you guys in just a moment. 3:50 left to go. 7 on the shot clock in the first half. Oregon, dribble drive inside, puts up the shot, no good, hit the rim short in the layup. Zeke Naji grabs the rebound for Arizona. Zona with the basketball, puts up the right baseline jumper, too strong off the backboard. That one's no good by Nico Mannion. Arizona rebound Oregon defensively. Oregon with the ball left wing perimeter, dribble drive. Inside Richardson, bounce pass in the feed, and N'Faly Dante with a two-handed jam. Once again, back-to-back slam jams by N'Faly of Oregon. What a game, 32-26. Ducks have been trailing by like 10 points, but coming back here as they trail by 6. 3:15 left to go in the first half. And we get a stoppage and timeout on the floor. So right now I'm going to address the chat. Let's see you right back in the chat. Vaughn Pudding out here on the channel, he has a serious question. Why does his crush wear black pants? Well, I don't know how to answer that. I mean, I'm wearing black pants right now. I'm wearing black sweatpants usually. What I usually wear over the weekends is like black jeans or so. So black must be their color, like what my color is once I get home. Do you think that Vaughn misses his crush? I guess so, dude. I guess so. Yeah, I saw that before this game. Number 1 UConn lost I believe number 4 Baylor for women's basketball. I did see that, Landon. ESPN should hire you. That'd be fantastic. Someday if I'm able to work for like a media company like that, like an ESPN or a Fox or a CBS, that would be a blast someday. And it would be even better for you guys because you guys would be like, yo, I know this dude. I was on this YouTube channel that I was actually able to talk to this my man Sal over here on the YouTube channel, which is really awesome to be a part of, and that'd be cool someday. Landon Pudding, Kentucky plays Alabama. Yep, noontime Saturday in the early game. Yeah, I believe I'll be home on Saturday. If I am home on Saturday, I'm pretty sure I am home. I think I'm gonna go to my girlfriend's house on Sunday over the weekend, but I do believe that I'm home on Saturday, but I should be able to call Baylor versus Kansas. That's going to be a huge game on Saturday, so that is the next stream I do plan to do for this channel is Baylor, Kansas, 1 o'clock on Saturday, number 4 versus number 3 in college basketball, and then what else we got? Oh, Final Yard Football on the football channel at night. I'm going to do the Ravens versus Tennessee on Saturday. That's the only game I'm going to do on Saturday because Sunday I'll be out, most likely. Landon's not sold on Michigan. Me either, man. I'm not sold on Michigan either right now. And all that Deuce Pudding, yes, my man Sal. I used to ride the bus with a Bag lunch. Oh man, that's classic. That's like me back in the day, dude. I remember those days back in elementary school with the brown paper bags when I was preparing my lunch for school. The classic, like the apple and the granola bar and the bottle of water in the bagged lunch. That is just classic elementary school all over again. Landon's going to do number 4 Baylor versus number 3 Kansas, and then West Virginia, Texas Tech is on later that day. I'm just going to do Baylor versus Kansas on Saturday, and then I'll do the night game. Next week's streams, I believe Duke against Clemson on Tuesday. I'm going to do the national championship game over on the football channel for the college football championship, Clemson LSU on Monday. I'm going to post in here my football channel if any of you guys haven't checked it out. Yeah, feel free to check it out. It's called Final Yard Football. It is on YouTube, and that is my football channel, so feel free to check that out if you guys haven't yet. 3:10 left to go in the first half. We're back to action. Arizona basketball. They have it now with the right wing perimeter, passing off to Nico Mannion. Nico Mannion with the basketball as he is guarded by Pritchard. Now moves over to Dante. Double team as we get a foul committed by N'Faly Dante at Oregon. Stops the clock with 3:02 left to go. Also, we're over on Sportscaster. If any of you guys would like, feel free to give me a view on Sportscaster if you guys would like as well. 32-26, 3 minutes left to go in the first half. Arizona will get the inbound in just a moment. N'Faly Dante checking off towards the bench here for Oregon, so I'll take a seat. And Old Head Deuce had a peanut butter sandwich, a green apple, and water. Oh, man, classic. Those days were the classic days of elementary school. Yes, indeed. 2:50 remaining. Arizona basketball off the inbound. They have it Mannion passing over right wing into the hands of Chase Jeter. Jeter feeds this one off inside. That's a little floater in the key. It bounces around the rim and it goes right up and in for 2 right there by the Wildcats to extend the lead to 8. 34-26. Oregon ball at the left wing. Passing over Pritchard. Pritchard top of the key guarded by Mannion. Pritchard passing over to the left wing now into the hands of Chris Duarte. Feeds it off to Pritchard. Pritchard takes a 3, top of the key. He hits it. Big 3-point shot by the senior leader, Peyton Pritchard of the Oregon Ducks. It's now 5 points. 2:15 left to go in the first half. Arizona basketball as they pass the half-court logo. They have it at the left wing with Nico Mannion. Mannion swings it over top of the key. As Arizona has it. Back over to Mannion, guarded by Pritchard, passing over right corner perimeter. Lob pass. Low post, Najee. Najee puts up the shot. Got the shot blocked. Got the shot blocked again. Najee puts it up, and Najee gets fouled the third time. And Zeke Najee going to the free throw line to shoot 2 with 1:59 left to go in the first half. 5-point game. 2 shots coming up by number 22 of Arizona, Zeke Najee, at the free throw line as he is the number 1 scorer right now in the Pac-12 as far as shooting percentage, as he is averaging 69% so far this season for Zeke Najee from the floor. First shot here at the free throw line is a miss, no good by the freshman Zeke Najee. Second shot for Zeke Najee from Arizona coming up. This shot is up, this shot no good, hits back on it. Oh, big rebound though by Arizona, by Josh Green as they set it up again. Nico Mannion has it top of the key. Passing over now into the hands of Dylan Smith. Dylan Smith with the basketball, swings it over to Mannion. Mannion, left baseline, dribble drive. Puts up the left baseline jumper down, no good. The ball tipped around in the key, and another big rebound, Arizona, Najee. Najee puts up the shot, and Zeke Najee on the play. Inside the key, gets fouled inside the low post. And Zeke Najee shooting 2 here, once again at the free throw line. So 2 shots once again by Zeke Najee. Just missed both of them on his last chance at the line. 1:39 left to go before halftime. Oregon just got crushed on the boards right there. They couldn't box out at all. They missed down like 3 different rebounds. Why aren't we allowed to see the game? It's because of like copyrights or so. That's the reason why I can't show it to you guys, because like copyright laws and stuff like that. First shot is up. First shot is good. Second shot, the free throw line. This one is good as well. If you do want to... Hey, thanks so much, Goddess. I appreciate it. I'll post in here for you. If you do want to see the game, as Oregon has the basketball, they have it at the right wing perimeter. I'll put that in the chat for you on Sportscaster in just a moment. Where you can actually see the game right now and view it if you do want to do that. As we have a whistle and a foul with 1:20 left to go. I'm going to post in here a couple of things. Check out... So feel free to check out those sources that they put there. 123 TV on ESPN. If you Google that, that should lead you to a free stream that they have. Or also on ESPN3.com, they have a free stream with the Above the Rim cam. Hey, no problem. Thanks so much for joining me. I appreciate it. We got a minute 16 left to go. 36-29 is the score. 2 shots coming up at the free throw line by number 5 for Oregon. This is Chris Duarte at the line, shooting 2, as he is the junior from the Dominican Republic. Alex will be making a Twitter account for Sportscaster only. Yeah, my Twitter account is basically about like all the sports stuff combined here. So the Sports Dish is kind of like the big thing on Sportscaster. That's like the main like base that when my sub channels are just Behind the Arc Basketball and the Final Yard Football. First shot is good at the free throw line by Oregon, puts this game to a 6-point game. Second shot's up by Duarte, that one's good. 5-point game now, a minute 16 left to go before halftime. If you guys are new to the channel, make sure to spike the like down below. Hit the subscribe button as they call play-by-play here. A basketball action, college basketball, the NBA, the March Madness tournament on Behind the Arc Basketball on YouTube. Nico Mannion has it for Arizona. Arizona with the basketball, top of the key, swings it over left wing. Oh, ball stolen away here. Big steal, Duarte going to the rim, and Duarte tries to go in for the layup with the left hand. Tons of contact on the play, and Chris Duarte will shoot 2, coming up at the free throw line for the Ducks with a minute and 1 left to go before halftime. Two shots coming up. Oregon has done a great job coming back in this game, though, tonight. They were trailing by 10 points. Now they have a chance to make it to a 3-point game if they hit both of them. Duarte, first shot's up. He is money. Drains that one. Puts it to a 4-point game with 1 minute left to go before half. Shot number 2 coming up at the free throw line by Chris Duarte here of the Oregon Ducks. We'll take a look at the scores and updates. Some of the box scores, the box score of this game for you guys, scores and updates throughout NBA and college basketball with you guys of what's going on throughout tonight. That shot is good as well. 36-33. 1 minute remaining. Oregon has climbed right back in it. They trail by only a 3-point shot. Arizona with an inbound past the half-court logo is Nico Mannion. Mannion dribbles now top of the key. Hands this one off to Josh Green. Green towards his left with the basketball. Bounce pass. So he's got it to the right wing. Dribble drive inside. Green puts up the shot. No good off the backboard. Gets his own offensive rebound now. And no good. A tip in around by Najee. No good. Rattled around before Duarte finally got the third rebound by Oregon. Duarte swings it over to the left wing perimeter. Richardson hands this one off. Houston. Top of the key here. Pritchard with 25 seconds left to go before halftime. Oregon on an 11-4 run in the last 4 minutes, 20 minutes. Pritchard has it. 20 seconds left to go at the edge of the Oregon logo. Dribbling the basketball. 6-second differential between shot clock and game clock right now. Play clock going down to 5. 11 on the game clock. This ball goes out of bounds. Poked out the right corner of the 3-point perimeter. Touched last by Arizona. So Oregon will get it back. Chris Duarte will pass on the inbound with 10.5 left to go. 4 on the shot clock. Inbound. Coming up right now at the right baseline of the 3-point perimeter for Oregon in their front court. If you guys are new to the channel, spike the like down below. Hit the subscribe button as they call play-by-play here. They do inbound it. Right baseline jumper. They take it. This one off the backboard. Too strong. No good. And rebounded. Tipped around in the ball. Did it go out of bounds or what did the ref say? There was a foul before the shot. Let's see. Oregon was fouled on the shot as they get the rebound and try to put it up. And they're going to shoot 2 coming up at the free throw line. So the Ducks here with 2 shots. Number 13, Chandler Lawson for the Ducks, shooting 2 at the line. They have a chance to draw within 1. First shot by Lawson at the free throw line for the Ducks. This one's up. This one is good. 36-34. This game has got awfully close right now between these two teams. Arizona has blown a 10-point lead. Landon is hoping that Gonzaga loses tonight. That would be huge for Duke to take number 1. Second shot here coming up at the line by Oregon. This one is up. This one no good off the side of the rim. Rebound Arizona. 4 seconds left. Arizona passes it off. They're going to go for a half-court buzzer beater. This one's up. No good. Back iron. No good. And we're at halftime. Good game. Oregon got right back in it. 36-34 here, guys. As right now we're at halftime. Thanks so much, everybody, for being a part here on the channel. Make sure to hit the like, hit the subscribe button here. We'll be back for the second half. We'll get you guys the score updates of what's going on throughout college basketball tonight, the box score of this game, and also what's going on throughout the course of the NBA tonight as well. Make sure to hit the thumbs up, hit the subscribe, everybody. Let's keep this channel growing as we are on Behind the Arc Basketball on YouTube, calling play-by-play college basketball action, the NBA here, the March Madness tournament. Ryan asking, did the Celtics win today? Sadly, no. The Celtics lost today, 109 to 98. They were leading by 14 points. They were leading by 14 in the second quarter. I think it was 52 to 38, and they just lost it. Man, I couldn't believe it. They completely lost it in the second half. Man, this is unfortunate. 3 in a row now, but of course, still remaining optimistic. You know, Texas Tech last year, same case with them. They lost 3 straight games in a row in mid-January for Texas Tech. They made it all the way to the national championship, and they were 1 bucket away from winning that game against Virginia last year in the national championship. So that's where the Celtics are at right now. 3-game losing streak, but anything could happen. I still remain big-time optimistic about this team, that they are still able to put the pieces together. It's still a long way, by the way, to what can happen going down the road in April, and then if they make it into May, and then if they are lucky to make it into June and actually have a chance to contend there for the national championship. So we get a couple score updates I'll go over. Hey, what is good, Darnell? Welcome on the channel here. Alex, follow me on Twitter. I appreciate it, man. Yeah, I don't post a lot on Twitter for my stuff. That's more for like my sportscaster profile here. Once I get the community tab, it's gonna be so much easier because I'll be able to post in like messages for you guys in the community tab when I'm able to stream and things like that. Let's see here. Alex is using his dead Twitter. So currently at halftime, let's see our NBA scores from tonight. Cavaliers won in overtime, 115-102 against the Pistons. Thunder up against the Rockets, 13-9. Timberwolves crushing the Trailblazers at the end of 3, 100-74 is the score in that game. As far as college basketball, got a couple of score updates. Yep, Purdue and Michigan. That was a good game from what I heard. Double overtime. Michigan won at 84-78 as they beat Purdue in double overtime. Xavier Simpson with 27 points, 9 assists tonight. Travion Williams for Purdue. Wow, he knocked down 36 points for Purdue. That is ridiculous. Looking at that stat line right now for Travion Williams. 36 points, 20 rebounds for Travion Williams of Purdue. That is lit right there. By the way, Zeke Naji of Arizona, he's already got 10 rebounds here at halftime. So Zeke Naji just crushing Oregon on the boards right now. Oregon has 16 rebounds as a team. Zeke Naji has more than half of that. He's got 10 rebounds already for Arizona. He has half of his team's rebounds. Arizona leading Oregon in the rebounding battle at halftime, 20-16. As far as the leading scorer for the Wildcats now at Arizona, Nico Mannion leading the team in scoring. 10 points by Nico so far in this game, and then 8 points by Josh Green. Zeke Naji with 5 points, 10 rebounds. 4 of those rebounds are offensive boards so far by Zeke Naji. In this game for Oregon, the leading scorer's got 10 points off the bench. That's Will Richardson so far. He's nailed down 2 3-point shots. And then 8 points by Chris Duarte, 6 points by Peyton Pritchard, alongside 3 assists. So, that's what the scoring looks like so far. Oh, wow, that's awesome, man. So Darnell is actually coming from the Michigan game. That's incredible, dude, that you're able to see that going on. Wow, that's awesome, man. So, what a game. Like, what a great game those two teams played tonight. So, yeah, right now we're currently at halftime, everybody. I'm going to post in here a couple links for you guys over on the channel. Feel free to check me out over on Sportscaster right now. If any of you guys enjoy the NFL, I cover play-by-play of football as well, so check out my football channel. It's a separate channel from this one. That's on Final Yard Football on YouTube, and that is my football channel. It is called Final Yard Football on YouTube. Just posted that in the chat. Let's see, right back over in the chat, Jimmy Jam putting out Oregon rallying from behind. Yeah, so this was a 10-point game, and now they're only down by 2 at halftime. Hey, welcome in on the channel here, Mark Carroll 100. Thanks so much for stopping by. He puts out Ducks for the game. Good job. Ducks will prevail here. Welcome in, Mark. I love it when new people here join on the channel. Welcome in. If you're a first-timer here, don't forget to hit the thumbs up, hit the subscribe, as well as I call play-by-play here of basketball action, college basketball, the March Madness tournament, NBA, the NBA playoffs here, the NBA Summer League, all on Behind the Arc Basketball on YouTube. Vaughn putting on the chat here, do I miss November 20th, 2009? Well, that was a huge day for Vaughn. That's the day that he went to his new school there. He moved away from his home, and then he went to his new school. November 20th, 2019, he puts out. November 20th, 2019 is when that day was. Let's see here. I'm going to go back on my calendar to see when that day actually was. If it was a weekday or if it was a weekend, so I can line it up. The 21st was Saturday or Sunday. Let's see here. Oh no, not even close. Okay, so yeah, 20th was a Wednesday. Okay, so 20th was a Wednesday. So yeah, I was definitely at work. I was at work and I was doing an NBA stream, I believe, because I usually do the NBA on Wednesday nights. That's what they had there for most of the Wednesdays. So that's what I was doing on that day. Hey, no problem here, Alex. Thanks so much for stopping by, my man. Have a nice night. I appreciate it, dude, and I'll catch you the next time I see you on the stream. I appreciate it, Alex, here in the DMV Sportsnet. Enjoy the rest of your night, and thanks so much for being a part of the channel as we keep on growing here. Landon hopes that his Wildcats have a comfortable lead when he streams the Baylor versus Kansas game at 1 p.m. on Saturday. Yeah, let's see here. I'm going to take a look at that schedule to see what we got for Saturday. Hey, by the way, Memphis lost to Wichita State today, so it doesn't look good for Memphis. Looks like Memphis is going to be out of the top 25 this week. Wichita State won 76-67. Michigan State leading at halftime 36-32 against Minnesota right now, as that is the score in that game. Michigan State looks like the clear #1 favorite in that Big Ten conference. Hey, by the way, I don't know if you guys have heard something here about Rutgers, but Rutgers this year for college basketball, shockingly, has been fantastic. 12-3 for Rutgers, 11-0 at home. They have the chance to make the top 25 for the first time since 1979, when the next top 25 rankings come out on Monday. Wouldn't that be a thing here? Rutgers sits right now #2 in the Big Ten Conference in conference standings. That would be something if Rutgers is able to get into the NCAA tournament this season. It's something that they've never done since 1991, as they lead all teams right now as far as power conference teams with the longest NCAA tournament droughts, as Rutgers has a tournament drought of 29 years. That would be something just, man, what a story that would be for usually a team that's just been so down or so for Rutgers to be in the first ever NCAA tournament since 1991. Wow. Oh, okay, so Kentucky for Landon here. Kentucky is at home on Saturday. Yeah, they should have no problem with Indiana. I mean, Alabama. Alabama 8-6. They should honestly have no problem with Alabama. Alabama couldn't even win against Rhode Island at the Ryan Center, so that shouldn't be a problem against Alabama. I'd be shocked if they lost that game. Landon Puts needs to watch Texas Tech play because Kentucky against Texas Tech in a few weeks. That should be a good game. I think that's on a Saturday. Saturday at 6. I don't know my schedule yet. I believe I'm out on Saturday the 25th. I'm out for most of the day, I believe, on Saturday the 25th. I'm not sure when I'm getting back home, though. That's the only thing. I know that game's at 6 o'clock at night. I'm not sure if I'm back home in time for that one. But if I am, I look forward to streaming that game if I'm able to do so on that day. But I'm not sure my schedule, like 2.5 weeks out from down the road right now. Yeah, Kentucky should move up there. The loss against Utah wasn't even like a bad one. They played that one in a very late game, like out west to at Las Vegas at T-Mobile Arena. Hey, welcome back on the channel here. Harry Iyer putting out Michigan State and Minnesota close battle at the Breslin Center. Yes. Minnesota's been surprising teams so far this year. I went with Oregon, Arizona tonight because I thought that would be a blowout, honestly, but no. Michigan State's only up by 4 points at halftime. I'm shocked. I'm shocked. So it's all about the games that you call, basically. So we called this game instead of putting on Michigan State, Minnesota. I'm shocked that Minnesota's contending right now. Currently, we're at halftime. If you guys are new to the channel, spike the like down below. Hit the subscribe button, as I call play-by-play basketball action here on Behind the Arc Basketball on YouTube. Let's see the first half stats between these two teams. Arizona leading the rebounding battle 20-16. They have 7 offensive rebounds. 4 of those are by Zeke Naji, the Wildcats. Let's see what other stuff we got going on so far. Arizona got out to an 11-point lead. The most that they've had in this game was an 11-point lead, and then Oregon came storming back right before halftime. The Wildcats shooting the ball a pretty good percentage from the court, 45%. Oregon coming in at 39% from the court in this game. One of the matchups we have to take a look at is Arizona's offense against Oregon's defense in this game. Arizona's offense coming in top 10 in the nation in most points scored per game right now, as they are averaging just above 82 points per game so far this season for the Arizona Wildcats. Oregon this season struggling defensively, giving up just above 66 points per game this year, but Oregon making up for it offensively, number 2 right now in the Pac-12 conference with points scored, as they are averaging so far this season right around that 77 or 78 point mark so far this season as far as their points scored for the Oregon Ducks. Kentucky will lay that egg, old head Deuce is putting here. I'm going to go with Kentucky easily against Alabama. I'd be shocked if Kentucky lost to Alabama. That game is at Rupp Arena, by the way, too. And Kentucky just keeps on getting better and better and better. Alabama couldn't even beat Rhode Island at the Ryan Center. So talk about bad losses there. Rhode Island isn't even that bad of a team, though, compared to, like, other, like, league standards. The A-10 is actually, like, pretty stacked this year compared to, like, years past. Well, I think like early 2010s, actually, the A-10 had like 5 bids one of the years in the tournament. That's when Xavier was playing in the Atlantic 10 at the time. Yeah, Alabama has some pretty bad losses on their schedule. They lost at Pennsylvania in their season opener. Their worst loss had to be at Rhode Island. Rhode Island's a much better team than people think, though. That Atlantic 10, I feel like, is really tight. Let's see, right back in the chat. Do I think the Chiefs can beat the Texans? Yes, I've got Kansas City winning in that game, so I do think Kansas City will win that game. This is bad news for the SEC. Anybody can win the national championship. Yeah, anybody can. It's so wide open this year, Landon. I feel like the strongest conference so far this season is the Big East. The Big East could have like 7 or 8 bids possibly in the tournament. The best team in the Big East right now is Providence. Providence and Butler are right now undefeated in Big East play, and they take on each other tomorrow night, 9 p.m. Eastern time at the Dunk in downtown Providence. That's going to be a huge game. Who would have imagined that Providence came out non-conference play with a 7-6 record, and now they're just racking up wins. They won a close win against DePaul on the road. They went into the Fiserv Forum against one of the toughest crowds in the nation at Marquette and defeated the one of the highest scores in the league in Marcus Howard and Marquette by 1 point. It's just incredible, and they're going to take on a top 10 team in Butler tomorrow night. I mean, anything is just so wide open so far this season. Yeah, I do think that Houston does have a good chance to compete in that game, but I think it's going to be close, but I do like Kansas City's chances a little bit better. Clemson for the national championship, Darnell's put there. I'm going to go LSU for the national championship. I hope to be back on the football channel, too. I'm going to do Baltimore versus Houston on Sunday, and then also the Monday national championship game, Clemson against LSU. Yeah, that's going to be a huge game. Texas Tech against Kentucky on the 25th. I'm not sure my schedule up the road from now. I might be away on the 25th. I'm not sure yet. I know during the day, I'm pretty sure I'm going to be away on the 25th, but I'm not sure like when I'll be getting back at home. Or so I'm not sure if it's 4 p.m., not sure if it's 6:30 or 7 p.m. I'm not sure that time when I'm getting back at home. I'll probably have like a clearer picture, like probably like 2 weeks from now when I know. Yeah, Ryan putting in, can't wait for Kansas versus Baylor. Crazy. That game's on Saturday at 1. That one I really do hope to stream for you guys here. I believe I'm going to hang out with my girlfriend on Sunday for a little bit during that day. Usually we hang out on Saturday, but she has work, I believe, on Saturday this week. So I think I'm going to see her on Sunday. But yeah, I hope to do Kansas versus Baylor since I'll be home on Saturday. Wow. 4 versus 3. It's going to be crazy. I can't believe it, how like good defensively Baylor has been this season. Like, Baylor's never won a game. I was taking a look at Baylor's record against Kansas. Baylor has never won a game before at the Allen Fieldhouse, the home of the Kansas Jayhawks. I think they're 0-17, Baylor at Kansas, in the history of the series between those two teams. So 36-34, we just ended halftime. We're going to start here the second half. If you guys are new to the channel here, make sure to hit the thumbs up down below. Hit the subscribe button as well, as I call play-by-play of basketball action here. College basketball, the March Madness tournament, the NBA, all here in Behind the Arc Basketball on YouTube. Good game so far. Oregon trailing by 11, but going into halftime to cut the deficit to 2. Quarterback's got a run this week, and maybe the best running quarterback weekend ever. Yeah, yes, indeed. The rise in the mobile quarterback here is we're into the 2020s. It's a whole new generation of the NFL with these quarterbacks, and these 3 Pro Bowl quarterbacks still living in the playoffs. These 3, Jackson, Mahomes, Watson, and it's gonna be the week in the mobile quarterbacks on that side, and also in the NFC. We'll see what happens there. It's gonna be an interesting one. San Francisco against Minnesota in the first game on Saturday. That's going to be an interesting matchup. And then Green Bay against Seattle. That should be a good game too. Those two teams, whenever they take on each other, usually those games go out pretty close. As we're back to action. 19:50 left to go in the second half as we're back into this game. That's a floater up in the key. No good on the shot. Gets rebounded offensively, though, by Oregon. Oregon with the basketball at the right wing perimeter. Passing top of the key. Deep 3. They take it by Oregon. No good. Pritchard offensive rebound, though, as they retain it, though, with Chris Duarte. Duarte putting up the shot. Ties it up at 36. Good game now. 36 even, boys. With 19:30 left to go in the second half. Arizona with their first possession here the second half. The Wildcats with the basketball right now as they have it at the top of the key, passing inside to get stuffed right there into the lane on a big block by Oregon. Oregon gets the basketball back, passes in transition with a two-handed jam, going up and in right there by Francis Okoro. 4-zip run to start out the second half here for Oregon as they lead by 2, 38-36. Arizona basketball, top of the key, swings it over right wing perimeter now for the Wildcats. Wildcats in trouble. They've allowed Oregon to get right back into the game and now lead it. Nico Mannion, left wing perimeter, Mannion dribbles towards the right, passes over right wing perimeter. Josh Green feeds it over to inside. Low post into the hands of Chase Jeter. Jeter backs his way, turnaround jumper, no good, hits the front rim. Rebound by Chris Duarte of Oregon. Ducks with the ball, right wing. Duarte dribbles top of the key. Duarte looking to pass it, passes to his left. Into the hands of Pritchard. Pritchard guarded by Mannion. Left wing perimeter, Pritchard. Pritchard swings it back out, top of the key. Oregon with the basketball, Mathis hands it over. Top of the key, Duarte, bounce pass Pritchard. Pritchard, top of the key, makes his move. Free throw circle, swings it back outside, right wing. Catch and shoot, up in the air, no good. Back iron, rebounds by number 0, Josh Green of Arizona. Arizona basketball. 18-10 left to go in the second half. Wildcats have it, right wing perimeter. So it's a 2-point game. They move it over to the right corner. Nico Mannion, dribble drive, right baseline. Low post, dishes this one back outside, and we got a stoppage in time on the clock. That's going to be a foul committed by the Ducks. Stops the clock with 18:01. Let's see, right back on the chat. Harry putting Clemson at 0-59 at North Carolina. Do you think that Clemson will end that drought this coming Saturday? North Carolina is not good this year. Roy Williams even quoted that this is the least gifted team that he has ever coached, ever, in the history of North Carolina basketball. I think it's going to be close, but I think that UNC will be able to pull it off. I think so, but I think that's going to be a close game, like a 3 or 4 point game. Jumper in the key, Arizona hits it at the baseline. That one's good for 2. I went with UNC in the last game. I didn't realize that Pittsburgh actually has a pretty good record. I think Pittsburgh's like 11-4 right now, and Pittsburgh beat them a couple days ago. Jumper in the key, that shot hits the bottom left part of the backboard. That's a miss by Oregon. Rebound, Arizona. Arizona with the basketball as they have it at the left elbow. Floats up the shot out and rolls right up and in right there by Nico Mannion for 2. The Wildcats take the lead right back. Good game so far tonight. Oregon with the ball at top of the key. Pritchard, bounce pass over to Mathis. Swings it over left wing, Duarte. Duarte now. Top of the key, guarded here by Green. Swings it over to the right wing. Now into the hands of Pritchard. Working on Mannion. Pritchard dishes this one back outside. Into the hands of Chris Duarte. Duarte at the left wing perimeters. He is guarded by Dylan Smith now. Duarte, left wing. Passes over Pritchard. Deep 3 with 3 on the shot clock. This one's up. No good. Hits the front rim. Rebound, Arizona. Wildcats with the ball, 16:50 left to go in the second half. Full court outlet pass underneath the basket. They try to dish it back outside. They do. Right corner three. They take it. Difficult one, and they hit it. Big triple going down right there by the Wildcats for three. 43-38. Oregon with the ball, left baseline. Low post. Ducks put up the shot. No good. He got denied right there in the low post. Bad shot by Francis Acorda. Got blocked. That was contested. Arizona gets the basketball. Arizona with it. Dribbles. In the key. They turn it over. Oregon now with the ball. Pritchard has at the right wing perimeter. Pritchard with the basketball for Oregon. Passes over to left wing. Richardson feeds it out over into the hands of Duarte. Duarte here, left wing. As he is guarded by Josh Green here at the top of the key. Duarte, top of the key. Swings it over left wing. Pritchard, bounce pass, low post. Into the hands of Francis Acorda. We got a reach and foul committed by Arizona. Christian Coloco commits the foul. Stops the clock with 16 minutes. Let's see, right back in the chat, Clemson can't compete against North Carolina, Vaughn puts out there. As far as basketball this year, it's tighter than you think. Clemson is pretty bad for college basketball this season, but UNC lost a bunch as well. They had their roster was like full of seniors last season, and basically all those players, mostly bench players this year. Hey, welcome on Sportscaster right now, Mr. Reynolds 1025. Thanks so much for stopping by. A little jumper in the key. That one goes up and in by Oregon, puts this to a 3-point game, 43-40. Jimmy Jam in the chat right now. Patrick Mahomes, Michael Crabtree, Danny Amendola, Wes Welker, Jakeem Grant, Jason Morrow, Kiki Cutie, Dakota Allen, and Batson, all from Texas Tech, made it to the NFL. Wow. 43-40, 15 and a half left to go in the second half as Oregon with the basketball off the Arizona miss. They take the jumper, right elbow. That shot is no good. And it's going to be a foul committed here on the play. I think it's going to be an Arizona foul that they committed as Oregon went up in their shooting motion. Stops the clock. 15:32 left to go in the second half. So, yeah, a bunch of legendary Texas Tech players who's made it to the NFL. Stoppage in time right now, 43-40 is the score. If you guys enjoy what I do, spike the like down below, hit the subscribe button as well. Hey, welcome in, Mark Carroll. This is not live anymore. Where is the game? I cannot show the game here on YouTube because that will result in a copyright strike, and YouTube would take it down. That's why if you ever see the NFL with people showing like NFL games and then 10 minutes later it gets taken down, that is called a copyright strike on YouTube. So I can't do that because YouTube would take it down, and then I have like a 90 day ban over on the channel. So this is a play-by-play stream only. That's why it says on the top here, no game will be shown due to copyright, play-by-play only. This is the live game going on right now, like the play-by-play call of it. As this is the actual score, 43-40 is the score. This is the play-by-play of the actual game. We have 15:32 left to go in the second half. You're watching it over again? Huh. That's weird. It should be live. It shouldn't be refreshing or anything. I'm just gonna pull up a YouTube tab. We're on commercial break here, guys. That is very weird why it's doing it for you. I'm gonna pull up my tab, and my tab's working fine. So yeah, everything's working fine over on my end. It's perfectly live where I am. That's weird. Unless you brought up one of my old videos, I did call these two teams like a year ago. Hey, by the way, speaking about my YouTube channel, that was my first ever live stream back on 2019. I think it was these two teams met. I believe the date was January 17th of 2019. This was my first ever game calling play-by-play. It happened with these two exact teams, Arizona against Oregon. So maybe you might have brought up the wrong game or so. You might have brought up one of my old streams if you looked up Arizona, Oregon and clicked on the one from 2019. This is the one that's live though, so make sure that it says live now underneath it with a red icon. Okay, so currently on commercial break here. 43-40 is the scores. We got 15:40 left to go in the second half. Nico Mannion leading his team in scoring with Arizona. He's got 12 points so far. For Oregon, the leading scorer right now with 11 by Chris Duarte. Will Richardson with 10 points. Zeke Naji so far tonight for Arizona. He's got himself 11 rebounds in this game here by the Wildcats. As we're going to get right back in here to the second half once again right after these commercial messages, everybody. Thanks so much for stopping by. Yeah, great game tonight. By the way, I've never called a buzzer beater. Almost a year, guys, calling play-by-play. I've never called a buzzer beater before. Could this be the game tonight? That'd be crazy if it was. If you guys enjoy what I do, make sure to hit the thumbs up, hit the subscribe. We're also live on Sportscaster. Feel free to check that out, the link that I have on Sportscaster. We got Oregon shooting shots here coming up at the free throw line by number 5, Chris Duarte. And I'm going to post in my football channel as well that I'm on YouTube. It is called Final Yard Football on YouTube, and that is my football channel. Feel free to take a look at that as well. 2 shots coming up at the free throw line by Oregon by Chris Duarte. First shot's up. First shot is good. He makes that one. Shot number 2 with 15:32 left to go in the second half by Duarte. Duarte with shot number 2. This one's up. He nails that one. Nothing but net. 43-42. Arizona will get the inbound. They do. They put the ball into the hands of number 3, Dylan Smith. Takes it past the half-court logo. Smith guarded by Peyton Pritchard at the left wing as Arizona has the basketball. 15-15. Left to go in the second half. Top of the key, Arizona. We got a reach and foul committed by Oregon. Stopping the clock with 15-15 left to go in the second half. We got a couple players checking out here at the game for Arizona. Taking a seat on the bench. As that would be number 3, Dylan Smith. He takes a seat right now on the bench. Am I going to stream on my anniversary? Let's see here. I believe it's on the 17th. I'm going to take a look at that. It's been 1 year, guys. Already crazy. Arizona with the basketball once again. Yeah, that's next Friday. I should be doing something next Friday for you guys. I hope to do something next Friday. I believe that's my 1st year anniversary. That's a jumper right there. A big 3-point shot, and Arizona hits it as they lead now by 4, 46-42. 14:53 left to go in the second half. Timeout here called in the court. Taken by Oregon. See right back on the chat here. Vaughn putting out his gym teacher was playing Metallica today, and he will play Metallica so well tomorrow. That's quite the interesting music selections there for you, Vaughn. Metallica in a gym class, I would think that would be something like inspirational, like some inspirational EDM with like progressive house there, some like electronic music for you guys to pump you up. Hey, welcome in Chris S over on the channel. What is good? Who do I want to win? Who do I think will win? For like college sports here, I've always been like a big like Oregon fan. I've usually been more of an Oregon fan though for like football, but that's more for like the football team. I've been like an Oregon fan for the football team as Peyton Pritchard dribble drive inside, scores right there off the window, and that one's up and good for 2. But if I had to bet on this game, I would go Arizona actually for this matchup tonight here with Arizona. I feel like they're 0-2 against the top 25. Arizona did have a 3-point shot before. Okay, so I'm going to have to reset my scoreboard here. It's 44-43 as ESPN took the points off the board as I just noticed the scoreboard change. Arizona hit the 3-point shot, but the refs waved it off the review stand. So Arizona gets the inbound. They have it top of the key, Nico Mannion. Yeah, if I did have to bet on this game, I would go with the Wildcats, actually, in this game tonight. They're 0-2 against the AP Top 25 poll, just at the very outside of the top 25. This is a huge matchup. They need a signature win, and this will be a big one tonight. Big block by Oregon. Oregon with the ball now, leading by 1. 13:50 left to go. They launch a 3, right wing, no good by Pritchard, rattled out, and a big rebound. Rebounded defensively by Christian Coloco of Arizona. Top of the key 3 taken. Arizona no good. Hits the front rim. And we have a rebounding foul on Coloco inside the low post. So Coloco will check out of the game here for the Wildcats. Stoppage in time, 13:42 left to go. 44-43 to score. And the Ducks will get the basketball back. Oregon ball. Peyton Pritchard has it. Yeah, I used to love watching like the Oregon football team growing up when I was a kid. I remember the quarterbacks growing up. Jeremiah Masoli. Back in the day, like around like a decade ago, Darren Thomas took his team to a national championship against Cam Newton and Auburn. That's a jumper up and in off the backboard. It is good by Oregon by N'Faly Dante. They lead by 3. 46-43 to score. Arizona has the basketball. They clear it past the half-court logo. Left wing perimeter, Mannion. Mannion dribbling past Will Richardson. Floats it up, Mannion. This one rolling around the rim. He gets it for 2. Good shot right there. 46-45. Chris S. likes the Ducks. They are fun and always make it competitive, it seems. Yes. Yes, indeed. Oregon is a great team to watch for basketball. I really do like this Peyton Pritchard player here for Oregon. He's a really good leader on the court. This team is like a second half type of team here from like history. The past history speaks about this team like the past couple of years or so. I like this home court that they have. This home court, I think Matthew Knight Arena was like built in like the early like 2010s. Such a cool outline of the home court what they have with like the kind of like the pine trees in the court there with like the darker shades of brown and then at the half court with the Oregon O, they have it with the lighter shades of brown. It's such a cool setup. That must have took so much time whoever designed that court here. So currently we're on a commercial break. Mark putting out, Oregon's always tough at home. They will pull away. Oh, man. You know what a fun game was with Oregon? It was a couple years ago. I'm from Massachusetts, by the way, so it's a treat for me whenever I get to see a team from New England be a part of the March Madness tournament. I don't live too far down the road from Rhode Island. I live like 20 minutes down the road from Rhode Island. And Oregon with Dylan Brooks, I believe that was back in 2017. Dylan Brooks and Oregon took on the Rhode Island Rams back in 2017, and that game came down to like the final shot, basically. And Dylan Brooks was solid in that game. Complete masterpiece he put on to beat Rhode Island. But what a game it was. That had to be one of my favorite college basketball games I had to watch from like 3 years ago or so. That game in the March Madness tournament, that was, I believe it was a second round game between Oregon and URI. Chris S. puts every Oregon football player seems super, super fast when you watch them ever since a few years ago. And the nickname is sweet to not to mention the colors in the jerseys. Yeah, Oregon, I think it's like right outside of their Autzen Stadium, they have like the Nike, where they're sponsored by Nike there, Oregon. That's where they make like all the player products there for the Oregon Ducks coming out of the Nike factory in Autzen. So that's what I heard. Basically, Oregon's known big time for their track program, from what I've heard from the past. They've got like tons of speedsters out there for their track program, so I'm sure that they build up those type of players. If they have something like for the football team, if the football players do like spring track or something like that, and in the fall they play football. I don't know if that's what they do there, but they're definitely working hard at that. They're so fast. I remember back in the early like 2010s, Oregon was like way better than basically all the other teams in the Pac-12 back in like the 2010s. They used to score like 50 plus points a game every single week for college football. 13 minutes left to go in the second half. Nico Mannion gets fouled for Arizona's Mannion will shoot here at the free throw line. 46-45 is the score. If you guys are new to the channel, make sure to spike the like down below. Hit the subscribe button as well. Mannion shoots the shot. This one's up. This one is through. 46-46. Oregon basketball past the half-court logo. Pritchard dribbles towards the right wing perimeter. Passes over top of the key into the hands of Lawson, moving towards his left. Hands it off to Mathis. Swings it over back outside to Pritchard. Pritchard, right wing, feeds it off to Mathis. And now they have it at the left wing perimeter. Anthony Mathis, top of the key, passing over left wing perimeter. As that is Mathis. Feeds it inside, low post, Dante. Dante swings it back outside to Pritchard. Pritchard, dribble drive into the lane. Clear bucket right there to the hole inside the lane. And Peyton Pritchard lays it up and in for two right there for the Ducks. Great game here. 48-46 with 12:20 left remaining. Make sure to spike the like down below. Hit the subscribe button also. Arizona with the basketball past the half-court logo. Jamerl Baker Jr. passes over to Mannion. Mannion at the right wing. Swings over right corner. Open three. Arizona takes it. No good. Off the front rim and a big rebound by the Ducks. Will Richardson snags the rebounds. Oregon at the right wing. As we approach 12 minutes remaining. Richardson passes over left wing perimeter. Pritchard has the basketball for the Ducks. Makes his move left baseline. Circles the basket. Passes over right baseline. Richardson takes the jumper. This one off the side of the rim. No good. Rebound Arizona. Under 12 remaining. Mannion with the basketball. Arizona. Mannion at the right wing. Passes over top of the key. Arizona makes their move. Swings it over to the left corner. Open three. They take it. They hit it. Big three-point shot by the Wildcats here to lead by 1. 49-48 to score. 11:30 left remaining. Peyton Pritchard past the timeline. Let's see, right back on the chat here, Vaughn puts he's probably not going to be in that gym class anymore next week. Well, that's a good thing for you. You'll get removed from those type of kids that you don't want to be in that class. Left wing three, Pritchard puts it up, no good, and it gets rebounded by Arizona. N'Faly commits a foul, low post for Oregon, so N'Faly picks up the foul as he was trying to go up for the rebound and committed the foul. Stops the clock. 11:17 left to go in the second half as we'll go on a timeout here on this game. Commercial break with a 49-48 score as Arizona leads it by 1. Vaughn in the chat right now, his first day was back on November 26, 2019 in his new school. So that's when your first day was. Well, hopefully everything will get better this week for you, man, at your new school. Hopefully you'll be in a move to another class that you'll be able to meet some cool people and get to know some new people that you'll meet and make them as your friends and stuff. So currently on the commercial break right now, college basketball scoreboard update looks like this. Michigan State, number 8 in the nation, leading Minnesota, tight one though, 42-37 is the score with 16 minutes left to go in the second half. Number 1 Gonzaga destroying San Diego right out of the gate, 27-6 is the score. Gonzaga on the road at San Diego, and then double overtime. Number 19 Michigan taking down Purdue, 84-78 in double overtime. Tonight, Xavier Simpson, 22 points, 9 assists for Michigan. Travion Williams had 36 points alongside 20 rebounds tonight for Purdue, but it wasn't enough. Purdue struggling 2-3 right now in the Big Ten this season, 9-7 overall. Number 23, Wichita State keeps on making a statement this year. They're going to move up in the rankings once again. Wichita State, 76-67 over Memphis. Memphis with a loss right there that could drop them back to the rankings, possibly out of it come Monday. Hey, welcome on the channel here, Jonathan Fernandez. Welcome back. Thanks so much for stopping by. Do I think any of the undefeated teams like Auburn and San Diego State can win the title, or is there just a schedule they haven't faced anyone? I feel like Auburn hasn't really faced legit opponents yet. They're undefeated alongside San Diego State. San Diego State hasn't faced barely anybody. That conference has been just really disappointing with the Mountain West. Utah State, who I thought could be like a Sweet 16 team, is struggling this season for some reason. Like, very weird why they're struggling that bad. And San Diego State's just taken full control of the Mountain West this year. It's crazy. Talk about like a year ago, San Diego State was just not even close to the picture to be part of the March Madness tournament. They lost by like 20, I think they lost by 22 points right before New Year's Eve against the Brown Bears. And Brown finished the game on a 26-0 run. Talk about a year later, what a run. San Diego State's undefeated right now and inside the top 10. We're back to action, 49-48. Hey, what is good? Welcome in Off the Wall Hockey. That is my man John as we welcome into the channel, my best friend here. Feel free to subscribe, guys, over to my best friend John's channel, Off the Wall Hockey on YouTube. He does awesome content. Arizona puts up the three-point shot. They hit it as we're back to action. 52-48 the score, 10:40 left to go in the second half. Oregon basketball. Top of the key, yeah, indeed, a good game right now. Oregon was trailing by 11 points, and then they were only down by 2 points at halftime. Swings it over to the right wing, into the hands of Duarte here. Duarte at the free throw circle. Bounce pass. Low post into the hands of Okoro. Okoro back outside Duarte. Takes the three, top of the key. This one off the back iron, no good. Pritchard grabs the rebound. Ducks have it. Ducks with the basketball, left wing, Mathis. Hands it off to Pritchard. Pritchard, top of the key, guarded by Mannion. Oregon with the ball into the hands here of Duarte. Duarte, left wing with 9 on the shot clock. Passing over left corner. Ooh, it goes out of bounds. Turnover. A rare turnover tonight by Oregon at the left corner off of the fingertips. On the play there, Shakur Houston goes out of bounds. Stops the clock with 10:09 left to go. Jonathan Fernandez just subscribed, likes my insight on college basketball. I appreciate it, my man. Thanks so much for stopping by. You guys are the real MVPs of this channel, everybody. Let's keep it growing here. If anybody's new, make sure to hit the thumbs up down below. Hit the subscribe button. You guys have been awesome. Thanks so much, man. I appreciate it. 10 minutes remain. Arizona basketball. So they'll get the inbound. It's going to be number 3, Dylan Smith, who will be the inbound passer. Yeah, man, almost to 1K. We hit 800 last night. It's been awesome. We keep on growing. Last night's game was fantastic. It was a 1-point victory. Oh, man, it had to be the best NBA game I've ever called. Usually I'm stuck with some crappy NBA games, but last night with Denver versus Dallas, man. Oh, my gosh, what a game. It was a 1-point win by Denver. That's a jumper at the free throw circle. No good. Tipped around. Rebound, Oregon. 4-point game. We're getting the games. We got a great game, I think, a a couple of the last games. Louisville against Kentucky, though. That had to be the best one of 2019. The last 2 Saturdays of 2019, we were rocking it. Villanova, Kansas, and then the week later, Kentucky versus Louisville. Hopefully this Saturday we can repeat once again with Baylor against Kansas. Dribble drive into the lane, floats up the shot by Oregon. Now and no good, too strong off the backboard. And rebound that was stolen away in the key off of Zeke Naji, and Arizona will finally get the basketball back. Oregon had it, put up the shot, too strong. Arizona has it. Mannion passes over right corner, catch and shoot up in the air, no good off the side of the rim. Ball tipped around and diving on the court. Oregon grabs the rebounds. Oregon basketball, 8:55 left to go. Great game so far tonight, as Pritchard has it top of the key here. What a game. Oregon, left wing, Mathis passing over right wing. Hands it off to Anthony Mathis, now top of the key. Passing over to Duarte, towards his right to Pritchard at the right wing. Pritchard, guarded by Mannion, at the top of the key here, 9 on the shot clock. 8:35 left to go. Pritchard passing over left baseline. Dribble drive. Pro hop. Low post right there where the banks it up and in off the backboard. That shot is good right there for 2 by number 0, Will Richardson. This is a 2-point game. Good shot right there off the pro hop. Low post on the left baseline dribble. Nico Mannion with the basketball, calling the play here. The point guard for Arizona as he leads the Pac-12 in assists per game. Passes over. Top of the key. Dylan Smith has it. Back over to Mannion. Mannion guarded by Richardson. Top of the key, Mannion. Mannion, dribble drive, floats it up at the free throw circle. This shot's up. This shot is money. Nico Mannion putting this team together right on his back. The freshman from Siena, Italy, in this game tonight. Lob pass over the top. Oh, what a good one right there. Oregon jams it down for 2. What a response by the Ducks by Francis Aquaro for the two-handed jam. 7:45 left to go. Great game. Arizona basketball. Top of the key, Dylan Smith. Swings it over left wing perimeter. Nico Mannion. Mannion guarded here by Shakar Houston at the top of the key. 7:35 left to go. Stoppage in time on the court right now. We get a stoppage in time on the court. Whistle and a foul committed. And we're going to take a timeout. So, we're going to take a timeout here. Thank you guys so much for being a part here on the channel. Vaughn putting here, what happens on January 13th is his last day. What happens if that's his last day in his new school? Do you think he lasted long in that school? Well, you were in there since November 26th. Well, that isn't too long. I don't think it's going to be your last day. I think you're just going to be switching classes. I hope you're able to switch classes, man. I hope they can get you out of that gym class that you got like a bunch of so-called thugs in that class that's like part of gangs and things like that. But if they take you out of that class, put you into a new class, hopefully you'll be able to be in good hands. All you basically have to do is restart, rebound, and just restart fresh. But it's not that bad restarting fresh, because I hope the case is that you'll be in a much better scenario with a much better group of students too. That would help so much if they'd be able to put you into a really like a good class or so, and just take you out of the gym class that you don't need. Let's see here right now, a commercial break. We'll go over the scoreboard update, what's going on throughout college basketball tonight. Number 8 Michigan State running away with it now against Minnesota. 48-39 is the score. That game was a tight game a couple minutes ago. Number 1 Gonzaga right out of the gate. They are cruising against San Diego. 31-10 is the score in that game. Number 19 Michigan beat Purdue in double overtime tonight, 84-78 the final. How about this? Wichita State improving to 14-1 on the season. Number 23 Wichita State over number 21 Memphis tonight, 76-67. So great games across the map. Tomorrow night, I believe I'll be off tomorrow night for basketball. I was hoping to do Zion Williamson's return tomorrow night, the Pelicans versus the Knicks, but unfortunately Zion has been ruled out of that game. So since Zion's not playing, I'm gonna take tomorrow night off. I might do like a video for you guys, actually like upload a video. I've got like a bunch of information today about it. It's about this Vaughn. If Vaughn talks about Rutgers with me a bunch, and I'm just surprised. I am surprised about Rutgers this season. 12-3 overall. Rutgers has a legitimate shot to be in the NCAA tournament this year. They're 2-1 against top 25 opponents. They're number 2 in the Big Ten Conference. I did not see that at all, that Rutgers was going to be this good. They've never made an NCAA tournament since 1991. They've never been ranked in the top 25 since 1979. And Rutgers just beat number 20 ranked Penn State on Tuesday. And now they have a chance chance next week to be a part of the top 25. It is crazy. It is crazy this season what college basketball has become. So I might do a video about that. Little video about Rutgers basketball for you guys tomorrow. And if anybody's been missing out on this college basketball season, like if they're like half asleep about college basketball season, what you missed, because there's a couple big things here that they have missed this year. Who is my college and NBA team? I'm from Massachusetts. My favorite NBA team is the Boston Celtics. My favorite college basketball teams are the Providence Friars and the Rhode Island Rams. As we're back to action here, Arizona got fouled. They're going to shoot 2 at the free throw line by number 35, Christian, or 1-1 at the free throw line by Christian Coloco. That shot a miss. Rebound, though, by Arizona. Stone Gettings passes this one over to the right wing perimeter. Arizona has it. They take a big three-point shot, and they nail it down outside the three-point arc with a triple. 5-point lead. Yeah, it's always a treat, man, because we don't really see that many teams from New England make it into the NCAA tournament, so it's always a treat when we see either Rhode Island or Providence make it into the tournament or so. We did have UConn back in the early part of the decade. I do live a little bit further away from Connecticut, though. I'm like right down the road, basically, from Providence. 50 minutes south from Boston, but like 20 minutes away from Providence. That's a jumper, and the key Oregon hits it for 2. Big looking shot here as we got 6:45 left remaining in this game. If you guys are new to the channel, spike the like down below. Hit the subscribe button as well, as I call play-by-play here basketball action. Arizona has it. Right baseline dribble. Nico Mannion passes over to the right wing. Handoff back over to Mannion. Mannion takes a 3 right here. Right wing, no good. And gets rebounded by N'Faly Dante of Oregon. Oregon at the right elbow. Makes their move inside. That ball taken, tapped, stolen away by Arizona. Ball bouncing around the key. Who's got it? Ball tipped around, and Dante gets it for Oregon. Arizona had the chance to capitalize in the steal. They couldn't, and they put up a 3-point shot, and this game's tied. Oregon with a big 3 from the left wing. 57 even here, guys. Make sure to hit the thumbs up here with 6 minutes even left to go in the game. Mannion, right wing perimeter, Arizona with the basketball. They have a top of the key now for Arizona. Into the hands of Dylan Smith. Smith dribble drive inside free throw circle. Passes over in the key. They take the jumper. This one too strong off the backboard. No good. And gets rebounded by Oregon by the Ducks here by Pritchard. Pritchard with the ball with 5:40 left to go. Tie game at 57. Moving towards his left. Handoff into the hands of Mathis. Now hands it off. Dribbling to his left to Chris Duarte. Duarte passing over to the left corner. Catch and shoot. Left corner 3. This one is up. This one is good. Oregon, big 3-point shot coming from number 5, Chris Duarte. They take the lead. Back and forth, back and forth. By the way, the Ducks with an 8-0 run in the last minute and 51 here as a timeout's been taken by Sean Miller on the court. Great game here tonight. Definitely great game. Gonna go right back into the chat here. John Fernandez putting out. He puts out that he's rivals with my NBA team, the Celtics. He's got the Lakers here. Oh, man, you guys are just so good this year with the Lakers. I respect your team, the Lakers there, LeBron and AD. I'll be covering the Lakers quite a bit. I usually cover whatever games are on like the national platform, because I don't actually get like all the Celtics games where I am, because I don't have the Celtics premium channel to get all the games. So I cover all the games on the national spotlight. Feel free, guys, to check me out on the Sportscaster link that I just posted as well in the chat. Feel free to check that out. 5:26 left to go. 60-57 is the score. We're on commercial break right now. But man, I feel like it's going to be an LA versus LA Western Conference final. Clippers versus Lakers, I think, in the final with the battle of the duos. Paul George, Kawhi versus LeBron and AD. That's what I feel like it's going to be like. John Fernandez respects the Providence Friars logo. Yeah, it's a cool type of basketball program they've got. Ed Cooley is very well respected at Providence College. He was thinking about taking the Michigan job, but he stayed at Providence. Just says what type of head coach Ed Cooley has been. He completely has turned around the program. They've gone through some like dark days, like rough days when Keno Davis, I believe it was Keno Davis, was the head coach back in like the mid-2000s, and they were struggling or so, but he has put the program right back on track. They've had such a tough schedule, but right now they're at that top. They're at the top of the Big East. They were terrible in non-conference play, 7-6. They lost to the College of Charleston, lost to Rhode Island, lost to Long Beach State, and then something just clicked here because in the new year, they are undefeated now in Big East plays. We're back to action, 60-57. John Fernandez likes their logo for the Providence Friars. Definitely check out my videos inside college later in the week to keep up to date. Awesome, man. Yeah, I call play-by-play of college basketball and the NBA, so I kind of like mix in between the streams. Whatever games are in the national platform, whatever games are like good games to cover, those are the ones that I cover. As this is a foul inside the low post. Arizona will shoot at the free throw line, coming up with Zeke Naji here for two. Shooting at the line. It's gonna be. I think it's gonna be in the bonus. Yep, in the bonus right now for Naji. First shot's up. First shot's good. 60-58 to score. Favorite logo for Old Head Deuce is Kansas State. He likes the purple logo there. Yeah, Kansas State isn't that great this year for college basketball. They lost a lot, though, from last year, though, for K-State. They made it into the tournament, but that was basically like a senior starting five for most of those players. Shot number 2, that one's good by Zeke Naji. It's a 1-point game. 60-59 with 5 minutes left to go even in this game. Mark Carroll, welcome back in, man. They are playing right here at the crowd at the arena in Oregon going crazy. Go Ducks. Oh, wow. So you must be at the arena, if I'm guessing. Wow, that's crazy. Thanks so much for watching. Keeping up with the stream right now is if he is at the arena or watching on TV also. I appreciate it. 4:40 left to go. Jumper taking Pritchard. Hits the front rim. No good. Rebound by Arizona with 4:35 left remaining. Make sure to hit the thumbs up down below. Hit the subscribe button as well. Dribble drive inside, low post, Arizona puts up the shot, and they lead it by 1, 61-60 here. Oregon with basketball. They make their move at the left elbow, and we get a foul. I think it's going to be a reach, and my Zeke Naji stops the clock with 4:27. Yeah, Mike Leach went someplace today. I'll take a look at that. Yeah, I did hear about that, though. Mike Leach is gone from Washington State. Okay, yeah, Mississippi State. No longer at Washington State. He goes to the Mississippi State Bulldogs for Mike Leach today. What does my hat say? It is my college that I went to. I went to a Division III college, so you guys probably don't know what it is. It's called Curry College. It's in Massachusetts. CC. Colors are purple and white, basically. That's the college I went to. I went there. I got my degree in radio broadcasting at Curry College. Here's a little floater in the key. No good by Oregon. Ball tipped around in the key, and who's got it? This could be a tie of possession. Let's see. Down in the key here, refs are going to say tie-up possession arrow goes to Arizona. Arizona will get the basketball with 4:08 left to go. If you guys are new to the channel, make sure to hit the thumbs up down below. Hit the subscribe button as well as I call play-by-play basketball action here on Behind the Arc Basketball on YouTube. Arizona will get it back. They lead by 1. Checking out of the game right now, number 13 for Oregon. He'll be on the bench. That's Chandler Lawson. Let's see our box score. So far tonight, 17 points by Nico Mannion, the leading scorer for the Arizona Wildcats. Also, let's see right now, Zeke Naji, 12 rebounds in this game for Arizona. For Oregon, 17 points by Chris Duarte, 13, 6 assists by Peyton Pritchard, alongside 13 points. Arizona with the basketball, takes a 3, top of the key, they nail it. Money, money, money by number 3, Dylan Smith from the top of the key, and they lead by 4. 64-60, 3:35 remaining. Oregon with the basketball, top of the key here into the hands of Pritchard. Passes over right wing Mathis. Swings it back over to Pritchard at the left wing. Bounce pass inside low post Houston. Swings it back outside to the left wing Mathis. Mathis working on his man Dylan Smith. Low post here. Mathis puts up the shot. Rolling around the rim. No good. And the battle for the rebound. Who has got it here? And I think it's going to be Oregon ball. Yep. Tie ball once again. It's going to be Oregon basketball. 3:19 left to go. Didn't Leach get an extension from the Cougars? I'm not sure. I'm not sure exactly about that. I think he was. Let's see if he was. I'll take a look at that and see if there was any extension there for you guys. I'll take a look and Google that up. But yeah, he is out now. He's going to Mississippi State. Oh yeah, that was back on December 5th of 2019. Yeah, so that was like just over a month ago. Yep, Mike Leach contract according to Sports Illustrated. Yep, so that was just over a month ago. They extended the coach through the year 2024, and he just got hired today by Mississippi State instead. So he left Washington State even though he was extended. Man, that's too funny. Wow. Let's see here. Right now we're on commercial break, everybody. Thanks so much, guys, for stopping by in the channel. I call play-by-play of college basketball, the NBA, the March Madness tournament, also the NBA playoffs here on Behind the Arc Basketball on YouTube. Also, I do plan to be back for a big game for you guys on Saturday. Number 4 Baylor takes on number 3 Kansas on Saturday at 1 p.m. Eastern Time, 12 Central, 11 Mountain, 10 Pacific. Feel free to join me for that stream, as well as I'll be calling that game. That's going to be a great game. I hope so. We are in the midst of a good game here. 64-60. The score with 3:19 remaining in action tonight. This game taking place at Oregon. Vaughn putting in the chat, if I were a coach of a team, would I be kicking players and hitting players in the head? No, I would not be doing that, Vaughn. That is how you just get asked to leave right there. That is how you get fired as a coach from the team. Hey, welcome in Diego Vasquez over on the channel. He needs the Ducks to win this one. For Diego, welcome in, my man, over on the channel right now. Thanks so much for stopping by. Currently, commercial break, everybody. Let's keep on hitting the thumbs up down below. Hit the subscribe button if you guys enjoy what I do. Big thank you to everybody who made me get past 800 subs last night. You guys are the real MVPs of this channel. I appreciate it. 64-60, 3:19 left remaining. Jared Carrick, welcome on the channel, my man. Oregon's the most overrated team in the country. He puts out here on the channel. I wouldn't agree with that necessarily. I would go Gonzaga right there. Arizona and Colorado are better. He puts there. I would go Gonzaga as the most overrated at this point, and then I would go Michigan. I would go Michigan. Michigan shouldn't even be in the top 25 in my opinion. Fired and then you get sent to jail, right? You don't want to be doing the Myles Garrett, that's for sure. Oregon on the inbound, and they can't even inbound it. That Dana Altman has to call a timeout. So stoppage in time here. 3:19 left to go in the second half. 64-60. Yeah, Oregon's got a lot of close games so far this season, indeed, down to the wire. We'll see if Peyton Pritchard can come up big tonight for the Oregon Ducks in this game. He is the leader of this team for Peyton Pritchard in this game. Let's take a look at the numbers right now. 17 points by Nico Mannion for Arizona. He leads the team in scoring. Zeke Naji with 12 rebounds tonight for Arizona. For Oregon, the leading scorer, Chris Duarte with 17. And Peyton Pritchard, 13.6 assists. Peyton Pritchard usually averages around 18 points, so he is definitely not done scoring tonight. 64-60, 3:19 left to go. Oregon will inbound it underneath their basket in just a moment here with 3:19 left remaining in this game. I would definitely drop kicking for tardiness right there. Old Head Deuce puts in the channel. Top of the key, they have the basketball. Pritchard dribbling towards the right wing as we got 3:05 left remaining. Handoff into the hands of Richardson. Back over to Pritchard. Makes his move at the free throw circle for Oregon. Guarded by one player here, Josh Green. And it's going to be a foul committed here by Arizona. By Josh Green. Stops the clock with 3:02 left to go. 4 on the shot clock. Let's see here. Back on the chat. Jarrett putting out Arizona showed that they are superior to Oregon in the entire game in this one. Yeah, Arizona needs a signature win, and if they're able to hold on tonight, this will be a big win. They've yet to win against the top 25 teams, but look at the two teams that they lost to in the AP top 25, Baylor and Gonzaga. And I do feel that Gonzaga is quite overrated, but Baylor, what a team Baylor's been this season. Top of the key three, no good by Oregon. They miss it and gets rebounded by Arizona here by Zeke Naji. Grabs in his 12th rebound of the game. Nico Mannion with the basketball at the top of the key. Passing over left wing perimeter. Arizona has it. Handoff Zeke Naji over to his teammate Mannion. Right baseline. Oh, he lost control of the basketball. Oregon gets it right back with 2:20 remaining. Oregon has it. Pritchard. Top of the key here with the ball moving towards his right as he is guarded. Swings it over top of the key. Now to the left wing. Catch and shoot three. That one no good. Ball pinwheeling around and another rebound by the Wildcats. Arizona just crushing it on the boards tonight. Going up against Oregon. Oregon just getting absolutely destroyed. Just cannot box out in this game. We've seen a couple of big offensive second chance putbacks off of offensive boards tonight by Arizona. Mannion has it. Minute 50 left to go. Arizona up by 4. Mannion to the top of the key, guarded by Pritchard. Swings this one over to Naji. Naji, big jumper, right elbow. He connects. 66-60. Zona leads by 6 with a minute and 40 remaining. Dribble drive inside. Pritchard with the basketball, and we get a foul in the low post here picked up. Stops the clock with a minute 38. I think that's going to be a foul. It's going to be a foul on Arizona. So Peyton Pritchard's going to shoot 2 at the line. Let's see, right back in the chat, Oregon in the 20 to 25 rank range. Jared has put them there, but even that is disputable. Meanwhile, Colorado needs to be ranked. Yeah, I thought Colorado was winning against Oregon last week. I feel like Colorado should have been like a 21 or a 20 compared to what they are at a 25. First shot by Oregon. This one's up. This one is good. 66 to 60 is the score right now. Oregon lost to UNC. That's a hurtful loss, by the way, losing to UNC. It's not helping Oregon out at all with the losses today by Memphis and also Michigan. I feel like Michigan, even though Michigan won today in double overtime, I'm not sold by Michigan yet this season. 66-62 is the score right now. Arizona gets the inbound. They have the basketball. Oh, the ball poked from behind them, stolen away by Oregon. Open three. They take it right wing up in the air. No good. They can't hit the threes. Oregon can't hit the threes. Arizona grabs the rebound, and that's an Oregon foul as it stops the clock with a minute 28. Arizona will shoot here in the bonus at the free throw line. You had an open three-point opportunity. They couldn't hit it down. Oregon might not even make the big dance by this season is over. The things are going according to Jared there. Yeah, that's a bold prediction there. I wouldn't take it that far with them missing out on the tournament. They got quite like the Pac-12 though. They've got some interesting type of teams in there that could like compete up towards the conference or so. Some of them haven't done so well this season. Like Arizona State isn't that great this year. California isn't like anywhere near good once again. First shot, the free throw line in the bonus, no good, and that ball gets rebounded by Oregon. But yeah, Oregon State has actually performed pretty well so far this season. They've been upsetting a couple of teams. I think USC a couple of teams as well. They've been able to play with. Watch out for Utah, too. Utah got a big win against Kentucky. I feel like Utah is much better than what people think. 66-62, 120 left to go. Yeah, even Washington. Yep, Washington and USC. Washington has played down, though, a couple of games this season, but they're still very well in the mix for the Pac-12 this season. Pac-12 crown is just wide open. I think Arizona's going to get it this year for the Pac-12 crown. Arizona just committed the foul, though. Oregon shooting at the free throw line with Will Richardson with a minute and 20. First shot, this one's up. This one is good. Yeah, California's dead last in the Pac-12 right now. 66-63. Arizona State, they're not too well this season. They're more like rebuilding. Hey, welcome in Miami Canes Productions. Tomorrow's doing a doubleheader. Tomorrow I'm probably not going to be on. I'm going to take a day off here or so. Second shot, this one's up. This one is good. Hey, welcome in Bill Peters. My name is Sal, by the way. Thanks so much for stopping by, Bill Peters. 66-64, 110 left to go in the second half. Arizona with the basketball. They lead by 2. Nico Mannion has it. Shot clock at 15 right now. If you guys are new to the channel, make sure to spike the like down below. Hit the subscribe button as well as I call play-by-play here at basketball, college basketball, the March Madness tournament, the NBA here on Behind the Arc Basketball on YouTube. That ball gets tipped away, stolen by Oregon with a chance into the lane, and they have the basketball. They almost got it poked away, but Oregon still with it. Right baseline, they have it. They're looking to pass it back outside. They do. Right wing perimeter, Pritchard. 44 seconds left to go on the clock, and a timeout taken by Dana Altman. What a game here, everybody. What a game here. 66-64, 44 seconds left to go. I've never called a buzzer beater before in this channel. Will I be able to call one tonight? We'll see, guys. Oregon basketball right after this commercial break here. 44 seconds remain in this game tonight. Arizona leads by 2. So yeah, my name is Sal, by the way. Let's see. I'm gonna bring up that Pac-12 standings. Let's see what we got. It's tight up in front there, I believe, in the Pac-12. UCLA has been down now. I think this is like back-to-back years that UCLA has just been really down. Yeah, they're at the very bottom. Washington's 1-1. Yeah, a bunch of teams at 1-1. Stanford. Oh, that's who I forgot. Stanford. Watch out for Stanford, too. Stanford, I think they lost by 14 to Kansas. Kansas is so deep, though. Stanford's 12-2. USC 12-3. Washington State, I bet they're going to drop so far back down, though. They're 10-5, but they'll probably finish with like 13, 14 wins. We're back to action. 40 seconds left remaining in this game tonight. as Oregon has the basketball. They have a chance to tie the game on a 2-point shot in the key. Right baseline, Pritchard. Pritchard with the basketball. 30 seconds left. He has at the right baseline. Backing his way on Mannion. Jumper. Pritchard up and in. The game is tied up at 66. 66 even with a jumper by Peyton Pritchard. Will there be a buzzer beater? Never called one before. Hit the thumbs up down below. Hit the subscribe button as well as I call play-by-play here. Mannion past the half-court line. Shot clock turned off. 12 seconds remaining. Guarded by Pritchard at the top of the key. Nico Mannion with the basketball. Mannion still dribbling with it. Mannion with 5. Mannion with 4. Spin move. Passing over Najee. Right elbow. It's blocked with a second and we're going into overtime. What a game here with these two teams. Oregon forcing overtime, tied up at 66. Zeke Najee took the right elbow jumper, but it was blocked. And now we are going into overtime. What a game. What a game here with these two teams. Make sure to spike the like down below. Hit the subscribe button as well, guys. Let's keep this going, everybody, on the channel here as we just ended regulation going into overtime, tied up at 66. Let's see here, right back into the chat here. Harry putting out this Saturday, North Carolina State playing Virginia Tech first time since they scored 24 points. Will NC State get revenge on the Hokies? Ooh, that game's going to be close with those two teams. I'll go NC State in that game. I'll go NC State in that one. Hey, welcome back Behind the Arc fan. Yeah, UCLA with Lonzo Ball. Their team was good back in 2017, but last two years they've been struggling. Mark putting out here, Oregon, Pac-12 champs. Just wait. We'll see here. I think Pac-12 is going to be tight with these two teams. Oregon, Arizona, though. We'll see. I think Washington definitely can be added to the mix as well between those three teams. And I'd say Stanford as well. And also maybe USC possibly for a bubble. Also, what a game so far indeed, Patrick. What a game. What a game. All that deuce about to get hyped. What a treat. Indeed. What a game so far. Yeah, both of these teams hanging right with Gonzaga. Even though I feel like Gonzaga's overrated too. 5 minutes. We'll have overtime here. 5-minute period in OT. Arizona lost by 4 points against Gonzaga. Oregon lost by 1 against Gonzaga. So these two teams took on Gonzaga. These two of them. 66 even. Arizona was up by 11 in this game. They really do need a big win. They're 0-2 against the AP Top 25. This would be a signature win tonight for Arizona. But Oregon coming in, storming back. What a shot they took right there. They hit it. It's where they need their senior leader. They got it by Peyton Pritchard for the 2-point shot. So here we are, guys, getting ready for the tip-off here at half court as this ball gets tipped off. And we begin the overtime period. Oregon with the basketball. Pritchard, top of the key, swings it over to the left wing perimeter now as the Ducks have it. Back over to Pritchard, dribbling towards his right. Pritchard now at the right baseline with the basketball for Oregon, and we have a stoppage in clock here. It's Peyton Pritchard stepped out of bounds at the right baseline. That's going to be a turnover Oregon, so that's a bad turnover as well. Arizona gets it back. 4:40 left to go in OT. Top of the key, Mannion, passing over to the right wing perimeter. So they have the ball into the hands of Dylan Smith. Smith, now at the right wing, makes his move inside into the key, swings it back outside, left wing. Into the hands of Mannion. Mannion takes a... he's going to dish this one to the left wing perimeter. Makes his move as that was Dylan Smith, and he gets stripped into lane. Steal here, Oregon. Oregon with the basketball, lays it up with a right hand. No good. Too strong off the rim, and it gets rebounded as there's a fight for the rebound low post with 4:09 left to go. It's going to be N'Faly Dante. Yep, N'Faly Dante got it for Oregon. And he took a timeout as well. So Oregon with a big timeout as Dante got the rebound, and they have one timeout remaining here in overtime. Let's see here. Back on the channel here. San Diego or San Diego State landing. Vaughn is putting out here. San Diego State's undefeated. Them and Auburn, that is it this season for the undefeateds. So let's see here. We're on commercial break, guys. Still tied up at 66. We're going to go right back into the chat. Landon putting out Gonzaga crushing San Diego 53-16 right now at halftime. Wow. I'm still not sold that Gonzaga's the best team in the country. I mean, they were a seesaw last week. They barely got by Pepperdine last week there for Gonzaga. So even though they're ranked at number 1, I still feel that Duke should have jumped them in the last rankings. Yeah, indeed. This will be a crazy March Madness tournament. Anything is up for grabs. I can even see like a mid-major team getting to like the second round or to the Sweet 16. I would watch out for one of those mid-major teams like Northern Iowa or the Stephen F. Austin Lumberjacks. I would watch out for one of those mid-major teams to just come alive, possibly pop into the Sweet 16 or so. It's been that type of year. Crazy season for college basketball. Teams are just so inconsistent. Like, one team will win in one game, and then the next game they'll just lose in the next one, even though they're ranked inside like the top like 15 or top 10. Like, some of the teams put in the top 10, they just can't capitalize. Like, or for some of the teams or so. I feel like one of the teams that will probably get upset soon against like a weaker opponent in the ACC would probably be Florida State. I haven't taken a look at Florida State this season, but I feel like right now they're up at number 10 in the nation. They might have like a big loss coming to them sooner. So we got 4:09 left to go in OT, 66 even. Inbound coming up now by Oregon with 4:09 left to go. They'll inbound it right in the front court. Oregon going to inbound it, and that ball gets tipped and poked out of bounds right there by Arizona. So Zeke Naji pokes that one out of bounds. 4:09 left to go in overtime. We'll try this again. Pritchard on the inbound, lobs it over the top, and that ball goes to the side of the court, and it goes out of bounds. That's an Oregon turnover and a bad pass. Over the top right there, intended for number 5, Chris Duarte, and it goes out of bounds, and Arizona will have it back. 4 minutes left to go. Wildcats basketball. They have it now. Mannion passes over to the right wing perimeter. Into the hands of Naji. Naji now to Mannion. Mannion top of the key. Swings it back over to the right wing perimeter. Arizona 3:45 left to go in OT. They float up the shot right there. That one going up and in for 2. We have our first scoring here in overtime. 68-66 with 3:40 left to go. Oregon basketball. They have it at the left wing perimeter. Lob pass inside. Low post Dante. Puts up the shot. No good. He was stripped. Going up there. No foul committed. And Jamerl Baker Jr. gets the ball here. Arizona has it. Right wing 3. They take it up in the air. This one no good. Hits back iron. And big rebound by N'Faly Dante at Oregon. 3:20 left to go in OT. Oregon with basketball. Top of the key Ducks. Pritchard. Passing over right wing perimeter. Shot fake. Now they make their move into the key. They float up that one. Now goes up and in. Will Richardson for 2. Back to back here, 68 even. 3 minutes left to go in overtime. The great game tonight. If you guys are new to the channel, make sure to hit the thumbs up down below. Hit the subscribe button as well. Thanks so much, everybody, for stopping by in the channel right now. Arizona with the ball. Nico Mannion, top of the key. Feeds this one off into the hands of Ira Lee. Passes over back over to Mannion. Mannion. Left baseline dribble inside the lane. Floats of the shot. No good. Rattles around it. It's rebounded by number 5, Chris Duarte at Oregon. 2:35 left to go in OT. Duarte. Left wing. He hands this one off to Richardson. Richardson now top of the key. Guarded by Baker. Dribbles towards his right. Richardson now makes his move inside. Guarded by Baker. To the hole right there with a reverse handle layup. Will Richardson gets it. He gets it for 2, and he's going to go to the free throw line as he got fouled to shoot the and one in just a moment. 2:38 left to go in OT, and a big bucket right there by number 0 of Oregon. Wow. What a game here with these two teams. Colorado looks really good so far this season. For sure, Colorado does. I was shocked that they ranked them that far back. I thought they deserved more of like a 20 or so for Colorado. But they've been playing really well basketball lately. One shot here at the free throw line. Oregon shots up. This shot is good. 3-point game. Yeah, this isn't looking good for Arizona right now. Biggest disappointment this season for Old Head Deuces, Wisconsin. Yeah, they are one of the biggest disappointments. Them, Tennessee is dropping now. Iowa has been dropping like big time lately. Timeout taken on the court by Sean Miller. The biggest disappointment to me this season would be North Carolina, though, for college basketball. Losing Cole Anthony and just nobody else to replace the production on that team. They've had some terrible losses the past few weeks. Losing against Georgia Tech. They also lost against Wofford back in non-conference play. And also, the other day, they lost against Pittsburgh as well. Landon put here in the chat, Kentucky, if they beat big teams like Auburn, Texas Tech, that would be good. Yeah, that would be a good resume builder there for Kentucky. Jared puts Ducks getting off to too many bad starts. First 5 minutes of every half, they spot their good opponents. Comfortable lead and then spend the rest of the game trying to catch up here. Yeah, they were down by 11 early on in the first half against Arizona. 2:19 left to go. I'm shocked that they were able to climb back into this game right before halftime and put it to only a 2-point game. I had actually Arizona winning this game today. I had Arizona winning a close one. That shot blocked in the key, a big block by Oregon, and Oregon's going to get the basketball back. 2 minutes left to go. I thought that Arizona could win a top 25 matchup. They're 0-2 right now against the top 25. This isn't looking good right now. Under 2 left to go in OT. Oregon with the basketball at the right wing perimeter. As that's Duarte passing over into the hands of Mathis. Mathis, top of the key, 1:45 left to go in OT. Has it, left baseline, forces up the shot, Allen, hits the rim short, no good. Rebound, Arizona, Nico Mannion. Past the timeline, Mannion with the basketball, right wing with a minute 38, takes the three, top of the key, up in the air. Mannion, draining it down with a triple, ties it up at 71. What a game here. Make sure to spike the like down below, hit the subscribe button as well as I call play-by-play basketball on the channel. What a shot by Nico Mannion of the Arizona Wildcats to tie up this game. Timeout taken with a minute 35 left to go in overtime. Who is the most impressive team this season? Harry is putting out there for this season. I would take a look at some of the teams that's like not ranked as well that should actually be ranked this season up there too. Somebody put in here, yeah, Dayton. Jared's putting it out here. Yeah, definitely Dayton would be in there for one really good, impressive team so far this season. Obi Toppin looks so legit this year for Dayton. That team has been flying big time for Dayton so far this year as we are back to action. Yeah, I would say they look really good so far. A minute 20 left to go in OT. Oregon has the basketball top of the key. You also watch out for a couple of teams that's unranked, could possibly make the top 25. A team like Rutgers, I can't believe I'm saying it, but Rutgers just, right now they're 12-3. Like, off to their best start since 1979. Right wing three, no good by Oregon. They got the offensive rebounds. And they put the ball back into the hands of Pritchard. 1 minute left to go, guys. Make sure to hit the thumbs up down below. Welcome on the channel here, Noel71. Welcome on the channel, Body by Trump here on the channel. If I had to bet on this game, I would go Arizona in this one. Oregon has it. 6 on the shot clock. 49 seconds remaining. Pritchard with the basketball stripped into lane, but Arizona commits the foul with 48 seconds left. And Oregon's in the double bonus. Sean Miller wants a clarification about that one. As that was a foul just a moment ago. We have 48 seconds left remaining here in the game right now. So 2 shots coming up by Peyton Pritchard at the free throw line. Welcome on the channel here, Kate Dunsky, USC Women's number 4. They beat UConn today. First shot the free throw line by Pritchard. This one is up. This one is up. This one is good by Oregon as they lead by 1. Second shot coming up here at the line by Peyton Pritchard. San Diego State, too. If I had put an impressive team this season, San Diego State has been really well. I did not expect that at all. Utah State, though, has been a disappointment. Them has been a disappointment. Also, Florida, to begin the year, was really disappointing. 42 seconds left to go. A missed free throw by Peyton Pritchard, and Nico Mannion got the rebound, and Arizona with Sean Miller takes a timeout. 1-point game with 42 seconds left. West Virginia, too. I like how West Virginia bounced back this season as well. it's going to be, yeah, interesting here. A couple of the mid-majors to watch out for. St. Mary's trying to get back into the top 25. Also, Northern Iowa as well, as far as, like, top 25 teams this season. So if you guys enjoy what I do here, I call play-by-play of basketball, college basketball, the NBA, the March Madness tournament. Make sure to hit the thumbs up down below. Hit the subscribe button as well here on the channel. Yeah, Michigan under Juwan Howard, Jarrett's putting, has been impressive. Yeah, they've got some really good quality victories over there. The big question is, will they be able to maintain that when during this Big Ten play now? They got pretty much beaten up against Michigan State last Sunday, though, so that's the question there for Michigan. But yeah, that's been a shock that they've been in the top 25. I didn't expect Michigan at all to be in the top 25 with what they lost last year. Iggy Brazdeikis, Jordan Poole over to the draft. That's a bounce pass. Low post, and Arizona turns it over with 31 seconds left to go. Bad turnover by Arizona. 31 seconds remaining. Oregon will get it right back. Body by Trump has Oregon because Arizona has shot clock, and if they hit a 2, they're up by 1. If they don't, the shot clock goes off and they have to foul. Oregon gets the inbound. Double team trap set up here. 28 seconds remaining. Oh, a steal. Arizona with a steal right baseline with a reverse-handed layup. They get it for 2 right there by Josh Green. Off the steal. Whoa. Incredible by Arizona. 19 seconds left to go. Oregon. Dribble drive. Low post. Puts up the shot. It goes up and in for 2 right there by Will Richardson. 15 seconds remaining. Arizona with the basketball. Spike the like down below. Hit the subscribe button. They put up the shot. Low post blocked out of bounds by Oregon with 9.7 on the clock. And Arizona will get this basketball back in their front court. They will inbound it with a 1-point lead here by Oregon with 9.7 left to go. Let's see, you're back on the chat here. In just a moment, we're going to get right back in the chat for you guys. Thanks so much for being a part here on the channel. I appreciate it, everybody. Arizona the inbound, 9.7 left to go. They pass it. Right corner perimeter, that ball taken, swatted into the key end. Do we have a foul here? Oregon almost had the steal, and I think they committed a foul. 8 seconds left, 74-73. They might have to go to the review board for this one. What a game between these two teams tonight. So we got 8 seconds remaining, and they're trying to sort this right out. 8 seconds left to go. Yeah, they're going to go to the review stand for that. What is good, my man? Little Man No Sports, thanks so much for stopping by. All the people here in the chat right now, Matt and Gangster, I don't know. Welcome in, guys, over on the channel right now. Thanks so much for stopping by, all the people. We got 8 seconds left to go in this game, everybody. Big call in a 1-point game here in OT. As they're going to the review board to see who the foul was by just moments ago. With 8 seconds remaining. A huge call coming up on the court. Make sure to spike the like. Hit the subscribe button. Thanks so much, guys, for stopping by as I call play-by-play basketball action here on Behind the Arc Basketball on YouTube. Also, guys, we are live on Sportscaster. So check out that link as well, as we are live calling this play-by-play over on Sportscaster. Whether or not was Oregon, when Oregon tried to steal that basketball, was the ball out of bounds there? At the baseline, did he step out of bounds by Pritchard? That's the tough call that the camera's not zooming in at the moment. Madden Gangsta 101, he needs Oregon in this game he puts out. Welcome, guys, over on the channel. I appreciate it, everybody who stopped by tonight. It was Peyton Pritchard, I believe, who got the last one for Oregon. Free Melly, welcome on the channel right now. I appreciate it, man. 8.5 left to go. And this will be possession arrow going to Arizona. Arizona with 8.5. They're going to inbound it in their front court. Passing over to Mannion. Mannion, left wing perimeter, top of the key. Mannion, dribble drive, 5-4, floats it up here. Off the back iron, no good. Ball tipped out of bounds. Last touch by Oregon with 1.1. 1.1 second remaining, and it's going to come down to this here with Arizona on the inbound with a second left to go. 74-73, and they're going to have to take a look at who last touched that as well. Who last touched that out of bounds? Was it Arizona or Oregon? We can't see on that replay right there by ESPN. They're going to take a look at the review board at the moment. Wow. What a game. What a game here, guys. Thanks so much for stopping by over on the channel tonight. I appreciate it. I call play-by-play of college basketball, the NBA here, the March Madness tournament on Behind the Arc Basketball on YouTube. Nico Mannion tonight leading the way in scoring for Arizona, 20 points. Josh Green, 17 points. Zeke Naji with a double-double, 11 points, 14 rebounds. Indeed, a little man knows sports. What a game tonight here. What a game. 18 points. Peyton Pritchard, Will Richardson off the bench with 21. What a game. What a game it would be if it's a buzzer beater. This shot here, let's see who was last tapped out of bounds. Ooh, that looks like Oregon. That looks like Oregon, what I believe. Yup, Arizona will inbound it. 2 seconds, they put back 2.1. Arizona to inbound. Oh, the ball is stolen away by Oregon on the inbound, and Oregon wins it. Final in overtime. The Ducks survive tonight in this game as they steal the ball off the inbound. So this game has gone final here, folks. 74-73, Oregon at home, trailed by 11. And what a statement they got in this game. What a game between these two teams. Thank you guys so much for being a part of the channel. I really do appreciate it here tonight, everybody, as we build up the play-by-play audience on Behind the Arc Basketball on YouTube. So, wow, what a stream tonight. Before I sign off in the video, thank you guys so much for everybody being a part of the channel. Make sure to hit the thumbs up down below before I sign off. Hit the big red subscribe button as well if you guys enjoy what I do. I call play-by-play of college basketball, the NBA, the March Madness tournament here on the channel. Thank you guys so much for stopping by tonight. I really do appreciate it. Taking a look at the box score for tonight, Nico Mannion, 20 points. Zeke Naji with a double-double, 11 points, 14 rebounds, but Arizona not enough to complete the game winner there. As Oregon steals the inbound, they win with Peyton Pritchard as he hits his season average at 18 in this game for the point guard alongside 6 assists and 3 steals. Nothing bigger than the one to close out the game. Chris Duarte with 17, Will Richardson off the benches. We're going to wrap up this game for you guys right now. Thanks so much, everybody, for being a part on the channel. I appreciate it. I don't know, Mark Carroll, Harry Iyer, Juan, Jared, welcome guys over on the channel, and thanks so much for stopping by. George Flannery here, putting after coming here, he's letting his mustache grow, and great to see that you got some inspiration from me. I really do appreciate it, my man. But thanks so much, guys, for being a part here, enjoying your night with me, and another great game indeed, Patrick. Definitely, I'll see you guys next time. I'm thinking about doing Baylor versus Kansas over on Saturday, so if I do so, I'll stream that game for you guys, so feel free to join me back on Saturday. I'm going to go on the football channel for Final Yard Football on my separate channel and stream a football game as well over the weekend. I think it's going to be Tennessee versus Baltimore for the NFL playoffs. But thanks so much, guys, for being a part here. Behind the Arc Basketball Land is putting in here Kentucky Wildcats team, 13-2 for the women's team. He is putting here on the chat. So looks like it's a good team there for the women's team for Kentucky this year. Thanks so much, guys. I enjoy it. Vaughn, like always, my man. Mala E told you that the Ducks would win. She puts here on the channel. Thanks so much, everybody, for being a part. Yeah, and Ryan, good game. He needed some sleep now. He almost fell asleep, but he made it, and you made it. And that's what it counts, guys. Thanks so much, everybody, for stopping by. Gonna sign off on the channel right here on Behind the Arc Basketball on YouTube. A great game here. Went into overtime with a final Oregon 74, Arizona 73. Thanks so much for stopping by here. Gonna sign off right now. This is Behind the Arc Basketball on YouTube. Enjoy the rest of your Thursday night, everybody.